I don't mind.
I know, but
Okay. Can you guys remember what happened last time, or do you want a quick rundown of the
I'm going
events?
to need a. It's been 2 months. I can't remember what I did 3 days ago.
We made friends with a dragon,
Oh my
I
God,
and
want,
there was a
he told
dragon.
us before. Yes, there
yeah,
was. There was a dragon. We had to go find a sword, and I was looking for fish people.
yep, that is more or less right.
Fish people?
Yes. So,
Am I in the
Was
right
know what this
game?
was?
yeah, Perseus found clues about the Epping Pond and maybe a race of fish people. Um, Jamie's
Oh, the Lady of the Lake.
well, you don't know about any of that yet. Um, so Jamie has given Shay a USB stick with some information on it. It says keep it safe, and is currently being or hiding out at the Mandarin Oriental Hyde Park in London on the expenses
Security's there,
of
aren't they?
Victor. Yes, security is there. You've had a knock at the door at the Chantry with a man dressed in a grey slate coloured suit. He drove a Rolls
Yeah.
Royce, and his name was Basri Sumro. And he introduced himself as a member of the New World Order, and was essentially trying to get you to help him get rid of the anomaly, as he called it, which is the dragon that appeared.
Told him to do one.
Yes, you did. Um, so where are we?
How do we collect?
Shay had a sort of a day spent with Mother Anju, who was the mother to the bone gnawers of the Garou in London. And with that, he gained insight within the spirit realm and how it works to an extent. Although it's different belief structures, he got a unique insight into how the werewolves of London actually coexist with the spirit realm, and was taught how to work alongside the spirit realm in harmony rather than against it, like a lot of mages do. The Mercs are protecting Jamie, although Jamie doesn't know that they're protecting him, and as they have not made their presence known to Jamie. You've
Hopefully they don't.
traversed through the spirit realm, and you came across the dragon, which, with a bit of magic on the Shay's part, managed to get some information from the dragon. And he mentioned that he will only take orders from the bearer of the sword of Merdin. And Atrops has mentioned that there is a passage of Merdin in the Book of Shadows that she has.
Right, and then
And then we ended it last session.
we left
Just go
through.
back
We
and
ended up pulling out through an alleyway or something, if I remember rightly, as we left. We did jump back from the spirit realm. if
Yes,
I'm
you
not
did. Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah.
just about.
Back in Cannon Street. So you're in Cannon Street at the moment.
There was a hope to be able to talk to the dragon again. Did we sort something out with that, or did we not? I can't remember.
No, you've only spoken with it once.
Yeah, but there was a hope to being able to in the future. Did we arrange a method of doing that, or did we not in the end?
Not at the moment, no.
No. Oh, my willpower is with the willpower. Do you start with all the crosses, or do you cross off as you use them?
You cross off as you use it.
Okay, so I've got loads. So I wasn't too sure. For a minute, I was like, Have I used them all?
No, you don't count down, you count up.
Count up. Okay. Right.
So currently, you guys are.
Where's Charlotte?
Charlotte's at the Chantry.
I've got
Is it
6
Chantry?
luck
Because I
dice.
couldn't remember. Because the last time I remember, she was with us at the park.
Yeah, she's at the
I'm sure she
Chantry
went
now.
up to that.
You took her home. Yeah, you took her home with Percy when I stayed there for a while to talk to
Yeah, Mother Andrew.
Mother Andrew. Yeah.
Yeah.
I upset
I've got-
Charlotte, didn't I?
Did you? I'm sure you've sorted it out by now when you took her home.
We did.
Maybe.
I think we said sorry.
I've got 6 luck dice during
surprised
London
me.
Stone storyline. What does that mean? I forget.
Oh, I remember that. I used entropy and gave us 6 extra dice to use as we please.
So you get to use the dice once, or
You can use 6 every turn, I
yeah.
believe.
Yeah, it's essentially fate has been tweaked into your favour, and due to some good rolling, your ability to pull the threads of fate and destiny have increased to such a degree that your dice pools have increased as well. This translates to skills and combat.
We can use them 6 dice as well to take dice off our enemies, can't we?
Yes, but they always roll with one dice. So if you take all the dice off them, they'll still roll 1.
Dice. It's better than, say, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
can you take them off of damage dice?
I believe so.
You can use them to soak, but you can only use the 6 once per turn. So if you use 3 to hit somebody, you only got 3 to soak damage. If it's lethal damage.
Okay, cool.
This is going to be fun. And we've got this for, I believe, a very long time.
Yes, you've got this for the whole story of what's going on currently.
Right, so yeah, you can use them sensibly. Should be pretty useful.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay then. So
It's all of us as it, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, entropy is stupidly powerful when used correctly.
I'm glad I'm mastering in it.
So what's the plan, guys?
Well, I guess now we've done that, we're gonna make it back to the book, which I think is probably back at base, or where do we leave
Yeah.
the book?
It's back at the Chantry.
Right. So to the Chantry.
To the Batmobile!
Oh, it's,
Do we do?
I'll just call my car around.
We need a little jingle every time we travel somewhere.
Hang on. What? Did that do it?
Like the old Batman thing with the scene transition.
There you go.
That's exactly what we need. Okay.
So you drive back through London at... It's about midday. Back towards the Chantry. You arrive there and everything seems quiet. Nothing going on. The doors are how Victor left them. Not that one. That one.
Okay.
Atrops heads to her room to get the Book of Shadows, and she brings it to the meeting room and places it down onto a table here.
Is there a reason that I'm like way off the map?
No.
You booted out. Oh, there's 2 of me. There's 2 of me.
What?
I'll put the other one back off the map then for now then. Whatever that's doing now then. I'll use the one of me that's by the table.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that down.
hang on, let me sort these lights out.
Have I got duplicity? Have I
Yeah.
learned a new ability?
Right, lights aren't changing. Anyway, it's daytime still. I'll just turn that down slightly. There we go. Charlotte opens up the pages in the book, and starts flicking through them. And she says,
Charlotte reading the book.
What?
Why is Charlotte reading the book?
Because it belongs to her.
No, it doesn't. It belongs to Atrox.
Sorry, Atrops. Yes, you're right. My mistake.
I shouldn't know anything about the Book of Shadows.
Charlotte isn't even there, so put her there. So,
Listening
yeah.
to Jackie's team
Continuity, yeah. Continuity there or there.
Yeah, Why have we got two Shays?
I don't know, but
New
one of them
ability.
has my name in front of it and one of them doesn't. So when I select it, my name comes up. But the other one didn't do that.
Atrops starts to flick through the book, and she says, "Hang on, there's a passage somewhere around about here, written, a long time ago, during the last, the Norse invasions of England. It's a legend, only a story held over from that point. And it says, my it sword yin he han, hold Merlin it omhich en gibi, de drak te slijpen, morganale fe de be de drak in stein oh fuck it, I'll put it in chat.
Listen, there was no way we would have known if you said that wrong. You should have just carried on.
We don't even know what
None
language
of
you're
us
speaking.
were sitting here and going, I think he mispronounced the no.
None of us can speak Old English, so it doesn't matter.
And that's what she reads from the book, quite poorly. And she says, I don't know, do you guys? I mean...
We could always Google, use Translate.
Maybe.
You can do. I'm not stopping you.
Yeah. Can try anything. I would imagine it's more ancient than that, but sure. Why not?
Victor will just pop to one side of his phone and just try and Google some of the words, see if it comes up with anything. I think it's gonna, is it?
This word is sword. Drak is dragon.
I put the whole thing in and it did not like it. It was like,
England, I'm guessing, is England.
I can't copy it. Why could you guys copy it?
just
I can't
highlight
right
it.
click it.
If you
Oh.
highlight it and Control C, that'll copy it.
Using keyboards. That's imaginative.
Yes.
Gone onto the Merlin fan page on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean we can't. But I mean
We're set in this time, isn't it?
Oh my god. That is annoying.
what is?
I found an Old English translator, but it will only do one word at a time.
There is actually... I'll help you guys. There is... actually, no. Roll Intelligence and Computers. Difficulty 7.
Let's see if I can remember to do this.
What's that?
Goodness.
Intelligence and Computers, difficulty 7.
Just because we can't do it, I don't think it necessarily assigns a difficulty.
Now let's see how well your characters do, and then I'll give you the link if they do well.
So I'm saying, just because we as people cannot do it, I don't think that assigns it a 7 difficulty.
So intelligence,
And computers.
computers. Oh lord.
Let me have a
Two.
look at mine. Did I learn some computers?
Yay! -1.
Yeah, your
No
computer...
points in computing.
You don't even know how to boot a computer up. You're like, what button does what? I just barely know how to use a Nokia 310.
It's a lucky
I
of
can
10.
use. Can use my 6 dice, can't I?
Yes, you can for this. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Difficulty 7.
Forget how you do this game. I forgot game.
There should be a macro along your hotkeys at the bottom.
Yeah, that's how we do game.
Yeah.
That's how we do game.
I've been looking
I suppose-
into the new system where I can actually build a character sheet, so it does it all automatically for us. But that won't be until a new campaign if we ever do one.
Boy, that's too much. You should let us work.
Okay. Ash wants to work.
Intelligence and computers, yeah?
Yes, mate.
So that'd be 5 for me. So dice pool. But why is it memorize some numbers but not all numbers? Foxy thing. And difficulty?
7.
7.
Okay.
That has 1.
You managed to find the Google Translate for it. And I will give you the link.
I'd say Chris finds it because he had more dice in it. Was that intelligence or computers that you had more in? How many computer you got?
I've got an extra 6 dice, haven't I?
Oh, that was luck. Okay, I guess I
Yeah.
wasn't using luck, so I
This
guess that's
is the link that you find on your
Okay, I'll
computer to
Oh, it's treason!
translate that text.
Okay.
Those words looked a bit Dutch. Ah,
It is, yeah.
Frisian.
Yeah,
Just
Frisian.
Why?
found it and finds it and just sends it to everybody.
That's
All
the
got
point.
phones.
I could just copy this and just bring it back into chat so then people can see. Oh, that's already been done. I will just be quiet now.
All discovered, Victor.
Thank you. Well, Google
Okay,
does.
that's different.
Get the sword.
Well, Merlin's sword he gave to Arthur Arturus. So it's obviously talking of Caliburn? Maybe?
I don't know, is there anything else in the book?
No, that's it. Although it does mention earlier on that Myrddin spent time with the Tuatha Dee Danann.
Put that in chat.
Yeah.
Would have never spoken like that.
That rings a bell.
And if you want to roll intelligence and occult or enigmas, whichever's highest, difficulty 8.
Okay.
That's high.
You might glean a little bit more information from this.
Occult. Okay.
You realise that this is the old Irish name for what is now known as the Fey folk, or as you mages would consider them, the Changelings.
Where I've heard it from. Bloody Irish fairy. Leprechauns, basically.
No, I won't.
Leprechauns.
Yeah, if you call them leprechauns, I think they're going to be a bit upset.
Have they got gold?
Got gold and sandrocks. You can find them at the end of the rainbow.
Go with this information.
Anybody make anything of it?
Well, let's go and find some Irish changelings.
Well, it's their language. Doesn't mean they have anything to do with it right now. We're looking for the sword, right?
But the sword's been lost for centuries. No one knows where it was thrown into the lake, if it was thrown at all. I mean, it's just legends. Atrop says this. It's just legend. I mean,
How long ago was it thrown into a lake? Apparently.
well, apparently, according to legends, Arturus threw it into the lake upon his his servant threw it into the lake after he died. But that's just legend. I mean, there's no telling if his servant kept the sword and just carried on. I mean,
Who
Maybe we
was
should
the lady?
go
Who
and
was the
just-
woman that we saw? That I relayed back to the dragon. I remember vague stuff. I don't remember fully.
yes, the dragon. It gave you an image of a lady, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sleep
I
at
speak
point.
to that or see that person.
Yeah, you all saw her.
Yeah,
And
because I relayed it back to you all.
yes, that is true. And if you give me one moment.
Did we have a name for her? Did any information come of her?
Used correspondence to try and track her, but I don't think it went very well.
Oh no, that was Excalibur, was it not? Wasn't she what came up? Well, not she might not have been Excalibur, but she was what we thought was an object, and then she was what was in the vision or something.
Yeah, hang
I
on.
can't remember what object it was now. Was it the sword?
She saw me. Could have been, but I remember her seeing me.
Vague recollection.
Did
What
I?
happened?
Give me a sec. No. No, I can't. I thought I made a handout for that. But obviously I didn't.
And of course, as diligent players, we would have found and read the handout.
Yes, you would.
Definitely.
Hang on. I will quickly get you the picture. If you just give me one moment. Because it's here. Okay. This is the image you got of the lady that the dragon gave you.
Right. And how did I acquire that image from him? I asked him a question and he gave me that image.
Yes,
What was that?
you asked him. Oh God, I can't remember now. What
I
did-
remember
You
thinking
asked him the location
I
of the
was-
sword.
maybe I remember thinking I was going to see an object of some sort or something like
right,
that,
yeah.
and then instead I saw a person, and that was weird to me. I remember thinking that was weird. I do not remember the object. I do not remember the context. I just
Was it the
remember
sword or was it one of the stones we was looking for?
it
You
might
was-
have been a sword.
You was looking for the sword, and I believe he gave you that image of that lady.
Right, he gave me an image of a woman when looking for the sword.
Yes.
So in my
Give me the image.
mind,
Oh, when that look scary.
my immediate thought was that she somehow was the sword, personified into a, made into a person. I could be wrong. Maybe she just has the sword. That was my thought. Um, yeah.
Yeah, you asked for the sword's location. He gave you that image,
Okay.
and
And then I relayed that same image to everybody else.
yeah,
Okay.
Atrop says this legend here in this book, this bit's missing. I mean, you just can't compel a dragon to sleep by holding a sword. There must be more to it. And this woman that the dragon showed you is a link to that further knowledge. And if the dragon knows of her, she must be either dead a long time ago or still alive and incredibly ancient. And if she is one of the Tuatha, then she is a very, extremely powerful fae that's still living off the legends today. See, legends create glamour and fae live off glamour. They can't exist without it. And if she's existing off this glamour alone, then the legends around her are strong indeed. And if Merlin had Chuck with her, if he was connected with her in some way, then she's possibly got knowledge of what we need to do next. The question is, who is she and where can we find her?
Hope she's friendly.
The two very good questions.
So, any ideas?
As in finding her, very difficult.
Hire a private investigator.
To hunt her down. Well, we've got the cash. He pulls out his phone and looks for the best private investigator.
Yeah, I think you might need somebody like Dirk Gently.
Hmm. I think what's happening here is that we've been put in the middle of a out of game, back in after 2 months, thrown back into the middle of a mystery part that we just don't have
Remember.
enough to go with, and we're all a little bit stuck. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm feeling a little stuck. The recollection's a little tough. Yeah, and I think that could, if we let it drag on, could be a bit rough.
Okay.
The main gists of it, but
Just
yeah.
give us a path to walk down, and we'll see where it takes us. We won't. I don't say the solution, but just a path.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 moment. Just give me
No
1
way.
moment. I will try and throw you a bone because Achops is here for a reason.
Yeah.
She's not here to give you the answer, but
That's fine. But I just think it could be a very unentertaining session.
yeah,
If we just sat here going,
Okay, right. She's got 3 successes. She sits there for Achops sits there for a bit, and she's going, think. Oh my god, think. What was my first lessons on the Fae? They had a pantheon. The pantheon was the Tuatha de Danann, which predominantly resided in Ireland, but they had a war, the War of the Bull, and those involved, they separated afterwards. Oh, who took part?
We could do some research, I suppose, if that's available to us. Would that sort of information be available, or is it too ancient?
Well,
There's only one way to find out.
it is available to you.
Let's just take a trip to the library, I guess.
Okay.
To Ireland!
Or you could Google it on your phone if you want, or you can go and see your mentor. It's your choice.
This would be available on Google.
Yes.
Find that strange to believe. I have trouble finding fucking anything I want on Google.
So I will. She says something to do with the War of the Bull in Ireland, and that they had a massive falling out and a split, a schism. Some went across the sea. We believe they went to Wales.
Oh, that's even worse than Ireland.
No comment. Okay, mate. Well,
Well,
Oh, dear. I'm sorry.
Ash can go on to Google and he can do googly stuff, and I'll go to the library and I'll do some reading.
okay.
That seems like it would be best the other way around. You're not known at the library. Well, not like I'm known at the library.
Yeah, not very well.
It'll be fine. We're all friends.
It's my being part of that brotherhood that allows it to be so. I don't think they would just let anyone in.
I'm sure if I ask nicely, they will.
I'm gonna go and well, we could do both there. I mean, we have computers on us, right?
Yeah, you got
We
mobile phones, yeah.
It doesn't have to be
Mobile
one or
phones.
the other. We can do both. So, I guess we'll make our way to the Akashic Library.
Okay.
I'm not sure what I missed, but I'm just going to come along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haven't missed much.
Yeah, we're just gonna. And we got the book with us. Are we bringing the book with us?
You can ask
We've
Aatrox
got-
to bring it with you, yeah.
Is there anything else in the book of use, or should we just leave it behind? Have we read everything relevant?
Yes, you have, yeah. It was only a very short passage. It's
Okay, well,
consider the book to be a amalgamation of stories, legends, spells, various rituals of the Verbena tradition. It's and it also details various spirits that one might meet and how they to deal with them.
okay, sure. So that's it's up to her what she does with the book. She may leave it or bring it, whatever she feels best to
Yeah,
do.
she'll probably leave it in the chantry, thinking it's the safest place for it.
Sure.
Seeing
That's fine.
it's got a guardian in the form of the headmistress.
Okay.
We say goodbye to Charlotte as well, and we just say we just pop into the library.
Sure, okay. And you woo head over to the Akashic Brotherhood Library.
Woo.
Woo,
Is that-
yeah.
Is that all the budget?
Is
we
that
got?
how you?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's as far as the budget goes for the transition.
Fair enough.
take to get to the library? Is it close?
I don't even know where the library is. Where we've got to move our
the
token.
No, the library is sort of in this area.
I moved the token. I guess my driving skills are not recognised.
There you go. I don't know why you can't do that, because you should be able to.
I'm not trusted. Not insured, I suppose.
Hang on. You should be able to move it.
Bar is pretty high as well. Or pretty low, I'm not sure, because it's pretty safe. It's expensive, so yeah. Not even insured.
Yeah.
You can't insure it.
Why doesn't that work? I'll sort that out. So yeah, you make it to the Akashic Brotherhood without issue. It takes you about an hour to get across London to the location. And you are greeted by one of the familiar aides of the Brotherhood. She says, "Oh, good afternoon, Shay. How can I help you?"
We'll be looking to use the library again, if that's okay.
Well, certainly. This way.
Thank you. I'll take my shoes off, put on the house slippers, the likes,
Yep.
and follow.
Okay. It's Sagano who takes you through into the library. They are holding for you the gem of life. Yes.
Hmm.
She takes you through to the library and she says, "Please help yourself and be careful about the books as usual."
Yeah, of course. And I will get to looking for the War of the Bull, I believe, and I'll start searching for books on that and on the Tuatha.
Yep.
We're with you, or we wait.
Anything
Have we
to
got to
do
wait
with
outside?
Merlin and the legends of, I'm assuming, Albion.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll look through all of that and see how I get on.
Okay.
And also, once I pull the books out, once I push the books out, I'll look online for anything that I can see on that sort of thing, Waterball and stuff like that.
Right. Well, to look through the books, every hour, you're going to need to make a roll for a research roll. So for the first hour, what subject are you looking for with the books?
The last thing mentioned was War of the Bull, so I'm going to go with that.
Okay. So if you want to roll intelligence and research, difficulty will be 8, and you'll need 2 successes.
So, like, where's research? Where's your hand?
Forget your extra 6 darn.
I don't want to. I'm not sure what the rules are. I mean, surely we can't use them for every single roll because that seems a little broken.
No, you can.
Literally every roll.
I've just got really good entropy.
You got a good roll.
Okay, so 2. Okay.
And there is more chance of it going peaked on. So.
Yes.
There is, but it's not such a problem with this. It's only in combat I find it's a problem.
Research, a book's going to fall on your head and not be unconscious.
11 and 8 difficulty, yeah?
Yes, 8 difficulty, you need 2 successes.
1. How does that even happen? So,
Yeah, you unfortunately don't find anything. It's not the fact that it's not here, it's the fact that you're not looking in the right place. So that's your hour. What's the rest of you doing? So we'll start with Adam.
Hang on, no, come back to me.
Okay,
Come back to me.
so Victor, what's Victor doing?
Victor will be there as well, and he'll do some research. If is he allowed there? Is he allowed in?
Yeah, he's allowed in, yeah.
Message.
As long as he's with Shay.
It's with Shay. So, what did Shay look at? I missed that bit.
War
Research
of
the
the
same
Bull.
stuff from last week.
Shay was looking for War of the Bull.
do. Okay, I'll look as well for the War of the Bull.
Subjects to search for that I know of.
So you're searching as well for War of the Bull, Chris? Or Victor?
Yeah, I am. I'm just waiting for my journal to load. It's been slow. I've got slow internet.
Okay.
Is it research and intelligence? Rolling. Intelligence and
I can remember.
Okay.
Rob. What have I got to roll?
Intelligence and research, difficulty 8.
Right.
You need 2 successes.
Intelligence 2. Research. Oh, 0. Use my dice. Difficulty 8. Can I bring the difficulty down using willpower?
No, you can get 1 success using
I get one.
willpower.
One willpower to get 1 success. And no roll. Oh, hey.
So you didn't spend the willpower. Did you spend willpower or not?
And then rolled.
You didn't spend willpower, did you?
Yes, I did. Didn't I?
You did, right. Okay, so you got 2 successes there, yep. You find
My mic a bit very loud.
it's cutting out every so often.
Yeah.
Okay, might be mean internet then because it's absolutely terrible at the moment.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably an internet thing at this point.
Okay.
Seems like.
You find a small amount of information about the War of the Bull. And I'm going to butcher this as well. In Irish, it's Tain Bo Culang. Sorry to any Irish that are watching. Really, I am. But that's what you find as the name of it in Irish.
Oh.
Just gotta put the
Please
accent
put
to
that
it,
in
and
the
then
chat.
it sounds alright, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Didn't book a line. It's fine. Just do it that way.
Oh, it's so slow.
Essentially, it's a system of oral traditions, much like the Icelandic sagas. And it details various characters from the ancient Irish folklore, if you like. Where you had the Morrigan, which is classed as the goddess of war, fighting against where is it? No, sorry, my mistake. The first iteration of this, because it was a sequence of wars, was between Alili and Meb. They assembled their armies in Croachan, and the second recession adds a prologue in which Ali and Meb compare their respective wealths and find that the only thing that distinguishes them is Ali's possession of the phenomenally fertile bull. Finn Benach, who had been born into Meb's herd but scorned being owned by a woman, so decided to transfer himself to Ali's. And that's essentially what the first part of this war was all about. And I will put the names of the people in chat so you can see how they're spelt.
writing these down because I won't remember them.
And this is the passage that you find. Detailing the information.
So I share this information with Percy and with Shay and Percy if he's there. And then I suppose we keep on researching.
Okay. So what? So the next hour comes up. What's Adam doing during this first hour?
You get my message on Discord.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, I wasn't in Discord.
Oh, that's to just Rob, is it? Because I'm not seeing anything in Discord.
Yeah.
I did it on there because I'm not sure how to whisper in Foundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with that said, I am totally going to help them research what they're looking up.
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy.
That's me.
Roll intelligence and research. Difficulty will be 9 for this, and you're going to need 3 successes to begin with.
Oh dear.
Because this is a very obscure urban myth, and it's not really legend, it's just an urban myth at the moment. So it might be in the library, it might not.
Oh, I've only got a dice. Oh, I can use those. I don't
Yeah.
have to use those special dice because I haven't got any points in research. I've just got 3 dice in intelligence. So unless I get 3 9s or 3 10s, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
What does these lucky dice do?
You can roll
Remind me
them.
again?
You can roll them, add them to your dice pool. You can do it once per turn or once per scene. So something like this, it's once per scene. So until the research ends, you've got that dice of 6.
3 successes.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'm going to spend 2 of them now.
Okay.
I didn't put the difficulty in.
You got.
Well,
Okay. Yeah, difficulty 9, mate. Reroll that.
I forgot to put the difficulty in. Sorry.
That's alright. That's even worse.
Yeah, it's worse.
Yeah. You
I've got 1 on the other one.
you find a book on Judge Dredd, a comic book, and you could just start reading that. It's quite interesting. It's about just.
Yeah, I can believe Percy would be interested in a Judge Dredd comic book.
It's a comic book
How
about
you
the.
found a Judge Dredd comic book in such a place? Fucking mystery.
Hey, libraries.
Okay.
They are multi-dimensional. If you read the Discord novels, sorry, you probably won't get that reference.
Someone sneaked it in.
Yeah.
I reckon Percy's probably not looking in the same area you're looking in. I think he's wandered off to the children's section.
What a different place.
Yeah, it's in a
What are
different
you doing in
library.
W.H. Smith's? Get on. You're meant to be in here.
It's in Waterstones.
Yeah.
Was it expensive? Anyway, okay, so I don't find anything. That's
No.
fine.
No, not at the moment. So for the next hour, guys, what's your plan? Oh, I'd like to balance that an hour.
Get some more research.
Well, have anybody read this passage, and is there anything there of any interest that anybody's found?
Not as like screaming out at me.
I've brushed through it without like being too meticulous about it, and it just seems to be something about someone being willing to go to and take a ball by force that they would otherwise had rented, and
Yeah.
then negotiations break down.
And they go to war over a ball,
Then
which seems a bit dramatic.
have you
Chop
read
says-
They're Irish.
the Greeks?
Achop says, well, it is talking about the Tuatha and their fae, so this bull might be something more than just a bull.
Might be bullshit.
Could be,
Ooh.
but I doubt it. I mean, the names themselves could be something we're looking for.
You think we should research these names next then?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm just in the dark as much as you guys, really.
So we're looking for a sword. So far, including Ulster Exiles led by. Dunkelling. What's that? Dunkelling. That's
some more.
something for Talbokelling. What was Talbokelling? What was that? When that came about?
Hang on.
Literally
Oh.
3 squares above the big wall of text. Tainbokelling. Or
Oh, that's
Killing.
the War of the Bull.
Waterboy in Irish, okay.
If you just give me a sec. Yeah. No, that's not the one.
So Donkling is, I'm assuming, something bull or something. Who knows? Anybody here sound
Oh,
like
might be bull.
Bo might be?
Probably. I know in Latin it's boss. Which is where we get bovine from.
I didn't know that.
Okay, but the last word, killing, is the one that's repeated at the bottom. That's either, and it says that they went out to capture it. So either that's to capture a location, and that is the ball of that location, or
The bull is called Finbanak.
Yeah.
right.
Challenge is somebody else.
Or a
You
location.
could just Google it. We've got research from our phones. And
Say what it is. It just says it's potent. Whatever it is, or he is, or she is.
Yeah, man determines to get the equally
Equally potent. Don
Qualo.
Qualo.
Wealth of her husband.
Cooley.
That's the name of the bull, I think.
It's called Finbanak.
For her wealth with her husband. The bull's owner.
You actually do find some artwork in amongst the books to show you what they look like, or what the artist's representation of them looks like. And this is one of them.
Does it have a name attached to it?
And this is the other one. The name should be at the top.
Is not. And the name on this one is in that's to a website. There's no actual name.
Or apparently, spirit still lives here in
Yeah. So which one? What are the names of these? Because they're not on the pictures.
They should be.
Irrelevant of whether they should be, they're not.
Okay. The name on the male is Ailey, Ale Eel,
Okay.
and the other one is Meb.
Is okay, gotcha. Cheers.
Hmm.
Is there any resemblance? I mean, this could be a limitation of being able to find pictures and whatnot. I don't think there's much resemblance, too much resemblance to me. But again, it could be a picture thing. Is there much resemblance between the woman in this one and the woman in the image the dragon gave us?
She looks the same.
She looks the same. Okay.
Yeah,
Looks the same.
yeah,
It's the same person, is it? I wasn't entirely sure, but I was
yeah.
like, it
The,
could just
the
be.
the hair's slightly different, but it's the same features, and it looks like the same woman. It's
So the woman.
it's an artist's impression, and you've seen a mental impression, and they look more or less the same. You're there, and you're going, "This is the person we're looking for."
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure myself. I was like, because the picture looks so different to me.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Artists,
figured.
artistic impression license.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Got to remember, these will be medieval. Uh,
Pictures.
Yeah.
Ever seen medieval drawings? They weren't that great.
No, they weren't. No.
Really weren't.
Probably still better than I am today.
Yeah.
Oh, I can manage stick men, and that's about it.
Same.
That's what
I'll
a
try
lot
and
of
give
their
something
drawings
legs.
were.
It just doesn't work.
And can we maybe presume that the sword by her side might well be Excalibur?
Yes, you can presume that.
So she may have had access to Excalibur during the War of the Ball. Do we have a location in this script? When it says to capture Don Culling, is that to capture the ball or is it to capture a location? Do we have any idea?
Well, I did a bit of research.
Okay.
Fuck, I've lost it. So it links to a town called Carlingford. That's about as deep as I went with it.
Okay, so Don Culling is... What is that exactly? Is that the name
Don
of the ball?
Culling is the name of the ball.
It's the
brown-
Is the name of the brown bull of Cooley. But Atrops also mentioned that during the fight or the battle, there was a split in the Tuatha Danny, or Dana? Yeah, Dana. And some was reportedly went to Wales, whilst the rest stayed in Ireland.
Oh, right, so who went to Wales?
It was never actually spoken of who went to Wales.
Some went to Wales, some of the tribe went to Wales, some stayed in Ireland.
Yeah.
Right. So let's have a little read of this.
And yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
This is what Victor found on his phone.
Oh, it's Queen and husband are having a punch up.
There's a few places. There's a few locations, isn't there?
Okay, two great bulls had a fight to the death that lasted days. After a ferocious battle, Don Culling finally got the better of the other bull and emerged victoriously, angry at Queen Mayab. he rampaged through her kingdom, and then back across to Ireland. Back across Ireland to Kool-Aid. Okay, not to Ireland, across Ireland. So I was thinking, I took that as meaning maybe she was part of the party that went to Wales if the ball went back to Ireland. But it says
Know
across
that
Ireland.
these are just myths and legends. Actual truth might be different. I mean, there is a myth about the Giant's Causeway actually linking up to Scotland. Remember, you're in a dark Gothic version of our world, so things are slightly different.
That was confusing because it sounded like you started off in RP, and then you reminded us what sort of world we're in.
Yeah, so things change slightly. Although you're still on Earth in our timeline with legends and myths, they do change slightly in this world.
I don't know. I get it, but what I'm saying is it sounded like you made that explanation in RP as a
Oh,
character,
sorry, no,
and then
sorry.
you kind of switched halfway to explaining it as GM. It was like really weird
Oh, sorry.
because the way you were explaining it, I was like, okay, I'll respond in RP. I was like, yeah, okay, and then all of a sudden you're like talking as if you're GM. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so don't get
don't use your PC voice.
Okay. So yeah, what I'm trying to say or warn is don't get hooked up on
I'm aware.
on
I
the
get what you're saying.
research.
Yeah, but to be fair, you've left us with nothing but the research to do.
That is true. Yeah. You've not
So
you've not done the rest yet, though, have you?
No, but the problem with this kind of thing is we can go on tangents.
I know. I know. I'm trying to guide you without giving you the answers because every time you start to go off, I'm going. Yeah, you need to look at that as well.
Maybe we should research something else, I think, is what he's saying.
Yep, I think we've gone as far as we meant to go. with that one.
Because I can. If this
Achop,
continues in 5 minutes, I can see us in Ireland, sat in a bar.
You know what? That has happened.
Achop looks over your shoulder, Shay, as you're reading through this book on your first hour, and she says, maybe it's not to do with the locations, but the people involved. Maybe we need to look at those a bit closer. I mean, this woman here, and she points at Queen Meb. She's got a sword in this picture. Is that Caliburn?
I already made that deduction. Chill.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So
what do you want to do on your second hour of research?
search Meb on my second hour of research.
Okay.
I think we're all going to research Mem.
If you all research,
Yes, I will continue researching what I was researching before, which is totally the same thing that everyone else is researching.
okay. You're going to need 4 successes then at difficulty 9, Adam. Everybody else. So everybody else, you can, if you're all helping one another, that lowers the difficulty to 7, and you still need 2 successes each.
Okay. And I've used the dice.
Jesus fucking Christ!
So
Use them dice
I
again,
don't think
Cameron.
Jesus Christ is going to help us with this one.
Is it? Oh.
3, 4, 5. So I've got 5
Two.
about the magical dice. And if-
Oh
I've
my
used up
lord.
all my magical dice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Victor
had a
cuts his
number.
finger on the book.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Ooh,
sharp.
Oh no, I almost had a 10. Not that it.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you find some information, Shay, about Queen Meb, or Maeve, as it's pronounced.
Okay.
Leicester spelled her as Mediv, and Meb. And in this, it details that she was the queen of Connacht in Ulster in the cycle of Irish mythology. In this book, it also details that her husband was the man she went to war with.
Yeah.
Although she did have several husbands before him who were also kings of the same province.
Okay.
It details this individual, Maeve, as a strong-willed, ambitious and cunning, with promiscuity and an archetypical warrior queen. Her name has been linked to the Morrigan and also Queen Mab. And if you want to do a wits and history check, difficulty 6, because it's common knowledge.
History. Oh my god, where the fuck is history?
It should be
Oh,
under
yes.
knowledges. Or knowledge. Or talents, is it?
Not seeing it. Are we confusing our games by any chance?
No. There should be a history.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not on here. Okay, it will be is it art on here as well? Yeah, so art. If you got anything in art, so intelligence and art.
What is art now?
Far left.
Oh yeah. No, so intelligence instead of wits, okay. So intelligence, nothing in art, so just 3. 3 against
Difficulty 6.
6. 0.
You just can't seem to put your finger on it. You've heard the name, but you don't know where. So you've heard the name Queen Mab from somewhere, and you just can't seem to bring that information to the forefront of your mind.
Okay.
It's back. My internet is being terrible tonight.
Okay.
It's meant to be. I knew, but I have to bring him up and play. So, the next day
Anybody going to research Queen Mab?
I've already researched and it didn't go very well. I can try again.
If you're,
Oh, well, I meant Google check Queen Mab.
Yes, it's Google check.
So I've already done my bit, is researching.
yeah.
She's got a few children.
I didn't say it's stalker on Facebook. If you found anything about Queen Mab, I guess.
I'm just reading at the moment. I think I'm reading too much.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think from what we gathered a moment ago, if
Yeah,
you found roughly what it is, tell Rob. Rob will give you the information relevant to
yeah.
what you're supposed to be seeing, as opposed to what you actually might be seeing.
Well, I'm on Wikipedia at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a reference. The thing is, Shay's picked up on the name Queen Mab, and
Yeah.
he can remember it from something, but he can't remember what. So he's thinking back on plays and theatre and books that he may have read or films that he's seen in passing. He can't seem to put his finger on it though. But he does know it's quite popular in the culture of England.
There's a play. I just want to know where you are, woman.
It also states in the book, Shay, that she was known to be the fairy queen.
I'm reading some of this on Thingy, but I'm assuming you need to know that we've found the information, and then you'll tell us the relevant information. Unless you want us to read this information, because I'm getting mixed messages.
No, if you get the right words or the right context, then I will give you the information.
Yeah, but I'm also not. It's not my turn. I'm waiting.
No,
for Chris
no,
to do
I'm
it.
waiting for Chris as well.
I've got so much pressure.
Basically, you just out of character. You just gotta give a few words to suggest you know roughly the ballpark, and then you'll get the relevant information from the dungeon master.
Right, okay, but there's so much information.
No, but this is just to show that you've done the research, that you are looking at the right thing, and then you'll get the relevant information as opposed to the wall of text you're reading.
That is true.
Oh, so what I'm reading about is Queen Mab and her intoxicating powers.
What is she featured in?
She's featured in some plays. I can't find anything like movies or anything like that, or the other culture behind it. Obviously, she's a queen.
Think the
Sure.
word
She's
you're
in
looking for
Irish
is
law.
Shakespeare.
She in Shakespeare. Well, it doesn't say anything about so Shakespeare here.
Yeah.
Oh
You've got-
yes. Oh look, he's Shakespeare.
Did you not spot that?
Oh, dude. A very relevant play or theatre. I'm thinking I can't give it away much more.
The problem is when you were talking, I was reading Wikipedia, and Wikipedia is just a dark, dark, deep hole.
Yeah. Yes, she is indeed mentioned in, or she may be the inspiration behind the fairy queen of Queen Mab in William Shakespeare Romeo and Juliet and other various media. And off of that, who's the youngest out of the group? Percy, maybe? How old is Percy compared to the rest of the group?
No idea.
Put an age to.
Oh.
Did I put an age to Shay? Don't think I do.
No, none of you have.
I'll
So-
be the youngest for the purpose of this. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I think of Shay in mid-20s sort of context.
Oh.
I don't think I've got an
Okay.
age. Let's have a look.
okay.
As like a
Percy
fairly
might-
young
Percy might
cavalier.
be the youngest, but he's had a sheltered life.
Oh, you by all means take this on. It's fine, but I'm just saying. That's just what I see Shay as being mid-20s sort of thing in my mind.
Okay.
Well, then Percy's not the youngest. He's my age. Early 30s.
Do you mention
Victor
about
would- Victor would
Queen?
be in
How old is Victor?
his 30s.
Okay, yeah. Do you mention this Queen Mab to Atrops out loud or anything?
He's 38. That's what I put.
Okay, 38. No, he wouldn't know that. Okay.
Is there some information only young people know?
No, it's old people.
Oh, old people. Fair.
Yeah.
Good old people.
So it's not often that there's information that's exclusive to young people. I mean, there are in some ways, but not in others. Not this sort of information.
Sagano, the library aide, she's wandering around the library, putting books away and whatnot, and trying to keep the place in general tidiness, considering that it's now full of you guys. And she hears you talking, and she says, "Queen Mab." Oh, I remember that character. She was in a TV program, a series.
What series was it?
It was just called Merlin, and she was in. In according to the series, she held up under a lake in Wales. It's okay, I suppose, for the time, but it's better than watching Friends. And she carries on packing away the shells.
Is that a dig at the fact that Chris, somewhere at Chris's house, is secretly
Likes
watching Friends?
I don't know.
I'm sure
Or the
I
Big
did.
Bang Theory, you
Can
know.
you hear that? Oh, that's brilliant. You turn my sensitivity down a bit as well. No one wants to hear Friends. I do.
You're not watching Friends, are you?
Yeah, I could hear it earlier.
Oh,
If
No,
you can identify
the
Friends for
the
a
wife is in the background.
I didn't know that.
probably
Did-
seen too many Friends.
That was just a off the cuff remark, really. Awesome.
Brilliant. Maybe it was subconscious. Maybe you did hear it and you didn't
And
recognise you or hear it.
Atrop says, "That's it. Maeve or Mab left Ireland after the war. She went to Wales."
Went to Wales. We need to go to Wales.
The clues were there like half an hour ago, guys. Wales came up like half an hour ago.
Yeah.
So slow.
So where is this lake in Wales?
Well, it's got to be a big one, I suppose. I mean, I don't know Wales that well.
Google
Do-
Maps.
Do any of you guys know Wales at all? I mean, I can't see.
Character, no.
I know a few places.
I can't see a queen wanting to spend time in a pond or a small lake. I mean, if she's got a holding, then it's going to be rather large.
Let's see. There are a few
Cool.
largish lakeish things. Which is the largest looking?
Bala.
If she come over from Ireland, chances are may have stayed more towards the east. Sorry, the west. My bad. Words. One of these is a reservoir, potentially man-made.
Oh, it's a big
Well,
old
let's
lake.
get to Wales first, and we'll sort it out when we get there.
Oh yeah, we just go to Wales and then we just find a lake.
Yeah, why not?
Just walk around and look for a lake once we're in Wales.
I doubt there's many lakes in Wales. It shouldn't be too hard to find any.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a few.
I need my passport to go there.
There's a nice long one here. What's this one?
Afon
Beg your pardon.
Mawadach. From Malawadach. Sounds.
I feel like the name of a lake to do with the legend. Ooh. would be something of a known entity if we weren't somewhat dense to the subject matter. That's not.
Lim Barfog.
Barfog? Does that sound to ring a bell to you? I've got Gwynant.
In Wales legend of Fog, King Arthur and the other world are never far
Last
away. Legs are often seen.
Have you looked it up?
Oh yeah, Victor's on his phone looking at random places in Wales.
Yeah, I'm on my phone looking at Google Maps instead of actually looking up the legend. Because that's how you do it. You go through all the lakes and then through absolutely no knowledgeable process of elimination, you just choose one.
Look at that fish.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
It's a thistle one. Okay, what do you find? Rob will never run another mystery game with us ever again.
The only link I really found was with King Arthur.
That sounds good. Barfog in Wales. Legends of the folklore of King Arthur and Otherworld are never far away.
Can you put? Oh, you got it there, have you? Okay.
Lynn Barfog. Okay, let me search Lynn Barfog in. In Google Maps. And we'll see which one it is.
Oh.
Oh, the Bearded Lake on here.
It's called a few different names. Really, Bearded Lake.
And it isn't on the west, like I said it might be.
Yeah. Oh, we could just go to every lake eventually, but let's start here.
Yeah, just go to every lake, swim to the bottom of them, and be like, is it here?
Is it here or is it there?
Yeah.
Sounds like a wonderful idea. We should do that.
And that searching I was doing, looking for lakes, this thing is so small it didn't even show up on the radar. So that was a waste of a certain amount of time.
But a lot of those big ones were just flooded valleys, though.
Okay.
Valley. The valley.
Okay. So we have a location that we are potentially going to, because that's what we do.
Also, as Chris or Victor does the research, you find that it's also known as the Bearded Lake, so called from the rushes fringing its shores. Was one of the legendary homes of the Afano, a water demon which plagued the people of Adafi. The beast would kill anyone who come close to the lake, occasionally causing floods by thrashing its tail and pillaging the local farmland. According to legend, King Arthur received an appeal to help and dragged Afanak from the lake using a magical chain tied to his horse. In the struggle on the foreshore, Lamray left his hoofprint on the rock, which is still visible today, known as the Carn March, or Arthur's Stone.
It looks like green in Google Maps. It's like so moss covered.
Yeah. Well, water lilies.
Algae, yeah. Lilies, yeah.
Your mic's open all the time, Chris.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't know how to solve that issue.
I was trying to work
think
out
we
what
went-
episode of Friends it is. So.
I think we went through that. Tried this last time.
Okay, mate.
Don't know how to change it.
Alright, mate, no worries then. Okay. Okay, right.
Well, the TV is a bit loud though. Hold on just a second.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine.
That's alright, mate. Don't worry
Big.
about it.
Vic,
Yeah.
could you turn the TV down a bit, please? You can hear it all through the mic.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, right, no worries.
That should be better now.
So yeah, you've got a location, a name. With Shay's new insight knowledge, you might be able to potentially get an audience.
Can I just wander off and go make a phone call to hire a helicopter to take us there?
I suppose so.
Yes, you could.
And Victor wanders off and goes and makes a phone call. What is it going to take us? It's like 5 hours to drive there.
Or 10 hours by train, yeah.
Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, Victor's going to go. hire a
Everything on the
helicopter.
train takes twice as long. If you live outside of London, everything on the train takes twice as long, or the bus.
I'm just going to, research purposes, figure out how much it's going to cost me.
Okay, so if you want to roll on resources, then Chris, on Victor.
No.
Yep.
So if you roll your resources dice pool at a difficulty of 6.
I'm just checking what it is. I'm sure it's like 5, something like that.
Yeah, it's 5, I think. Or 4. Insanely rich. Stupidly rich.
I think when I become 5, I'm like not oil tycoon rich.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this has been so slow tonight. Oh no, it is 5. I must be 6 then when I become
You can't get more
oil
than 6.
tycoon-ish.
You can't get more than 5.
Can you not?
No. You could get.
Ah.
You can get other players to pool their resources together, so you can go above 5.
Ah. I see.
I'm now getting entrenched in this. I'm looking at a few buildings near the bearded lake. It's like you would imagine there'd be something a little more touristy going on. Doesn't look like it.
No.
Is there a pub nearby?
I mean, that might be a pub. There's a few buildings. I'm not sure what they are.
We don't drink as much in this though, do we? I must admit.
Okay, you get 2
Pub
successes. You managed to find a helicopter, and it is 2% more in cost than what you wanted to pay for it.
Oh. I just don't want to pay for it. Oh, $5.99. Brilliant.
No.
Is it a G line? Because they look really nice.
So. I can't find any hiring costs.
That's what I'm looking.
Oh, here we go. I've got something. Oh, shit. Oh, that's in Bangladesh.
I could just buy one.
Here we go. Yeah, it's going to cost you £200 per hour.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll borrow. What day is it today? What's the day?
It is Wednesday.
Wednesday. We'll borrow it till Sunday then.
Okay. So
If I bring it back early, do I stop paying?
yes, you do. Yeah. So you can hire a helicopter and pilot for £200 per hour, and you're taking it for 2 days. That's 48 hours.
Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's more than 2 days.
You said 2 days.
It's Sunday.
Oh, you want to stop it Sunday?
Yes. Yeah. Might as well have it for a week,
Okay. So,
just in case we need it.
Alone.
okay.
Blossom. Blossom. Blossom.
Sorry, the dogs are arresting the gerbils again. They have a love-hate relationship.
Love-hate relationship.
Is there anywhere nearby for the helicopters to land? Okay. No, that's per day. Okay.
It'll cost you £24,000 for the week, for the
Okay.
5 days. Okay. And I'm pretty sure your bank balance can handle that. Considering you're like a billionaire.
It's not bad, is it? It's like my superpower.
So you all head towards the private charter that Victor's sort of called on his phone. You pile into the
Feels like
helicopter.
helicopters.
You pile into the helicopter. You're unsure if it's safe or not. It's getting to evening, and you make off towards Wales,
Okay.
heading towards.
Now we need some real transition moving music to this one.
Yeah, I ain't got the map for Wales, so we're just gonna have to theatre of the mind it.
Okay.
Hours pass, and you land late at night in Wales at a small bed and breakfast that Victor phoned ahead to and booked rooms for you all.
Oh, Victor's clever, he's...
It's round about 5 miles away from the actual lake where you need to be. But an easy taxi ride or a nice stroll one day will get you to where you need to be.
What's the pub called again? The place we're staying.
The place you're staying will be called...
Sorry, I wasn't sure if you'd already picked. I was looking at the places.
No, I haven't.
We could get a cottage.
Do you know there's no settlements nearby?
No.
Wales is empty!
It's to
It
the
was
right.
just a
And
few buildings, so I was just like,
to the right of it, there's a really. Oh, I can't speak Welsh.
Yeah, there's Adobe Lodge Park. You stop in there.
Hold on, wait.
Just slightly to the south of it.
Is this place? Victor's not staying at a lodge park.
I just loaded a video up to watch later. Because I didn't want to forget to watch it. And it's the recent Boston Dynamic video, and they put a tongue and eyes on Spot hanging out the window. That's like the opening frame before I play the video.
That's where you're stopping at.
Yeah, that's where I paused it. That's so cool.
No one's dead yet.
Oh, good. Right, so we're off to Wales.
Yes, you're actually in Wales, and your
Wow.
destination is like it's a few miles away. It'll take you probably 20 minutes to get there via taxi, or
You
you
ready,
can
Adam?
or you
You
can
ready
walk
for
it there. It's middle of the night though when you arrive.
Oops, sorry, you made it twice.
Did Charlotte come with us, or is she staying in London?
She's still in London.
It's 3.8 miles away.
She is still in London.
Okay.
She's
Are we
safe.
ringing her every night to check up on her?
Yeah, okay.
It's really weird that you're doing that.
Anything you're doing at night time? Or are you all retiring for bed?
Sorry, I was looking at the thingy. I'm just trying to find this place.
How far away is this place? Okay, 3.8 miles.
Oh,
Okay, hang on.
Yeah. From
I'm
from
just seeing what's
Shay's
on site.
perspective,
Oh, this looks nice.
it is really weird that you keep trying to be close with Charlotte.
Why is that weird?
We're glamping.
Because you're kind of an oddball for starters. You're obscured from Charlotte. She had nothing to do with you particularly.
He's a child.
Yeah, but it just seems like an unnecessary focus. Seems like a weird focus. It's a Shay anyway. Shay just finds it a bit weird.
It's not weird. I like children.
Well, depending on how one takes that. Like, no, it's just saying Shay is a bit like weary of it. He would be protective, I suppose.
It's about 14 miles by car. Oh, sorry, 14 minutes by car, 6.8 miles.
0.8
It's not
miles.
far. Victor would arrange for a private car to come in the morning.
Oh, not a
So
taxi.
we'll rent a car. We don't want a taxi, just in case.
Okay.
Taxis aren't good enough, Chris.
It's not that there's
For me.
anything wrong with the taxis. It's just it escalates quickly when we're around.
That's true.
And I forget
Just Willie Hollis,
who's there.
Wales. What could possibly go wrong?
Victor forgets who's watching sometimes. I suppose I'll just drink at the bar before going to bed.
Okay, so you're
Indeed.
retiring for bed, yeah?
Yeah.
Are we sharing rooms, or do we each have our own room?
No,
We're all staying in a glamping tent, actually. I've just googled the place.
Is it really a glamping place?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thought
wonderful.
we were going to be staying in style, not in a flippin' field.
Oh,
We're just trying to
is
trying to look
style, kind
trying to look
of.
inconspicuous.
It's not stylish. It's still sleeping in a field. There's nothing stylish about that.
We can have a static caravan.
Down.
Oh, it's been told off.
I
They
just
don't
want
notice.
a little nibble, just one leg.
Please let me eat the gerbun. Oh, it's in Welsh as well. It's called Glampio. We can go Glampio, or we can go Campio.
For the purpose of the story, it's there is an inn there or bed and breakfast, not far from the lodge.
I'm going in the inn. I am
Okay.
not sleeping in the tent.
You don't want to go glamping with us?
I want to go glamping with anyone. I hate camping.
It's not It's not camping. It's glamping.
Same fucking thing.
It's Clampio. It's Clampio. We can go Campio.
Just one's got posh toilet roll and the other one doesn't.
The other one's a dock
Or we
leaf.
We can go stay in a Carfono.
Nice.
Staying in a
Or-
B&B
Carfino Seedlog,
for bed.
which
And
is
a
a static
flushing toilet.
caravan.
Okay.
Ah.
Regardless of where you're sleeping, you all stop for the night, and you wake early next morning with breakfast on your minds. You can all regain 1 point of willpower that you spent, if you spent any.
I'll take that.
And I'm just going to nip off and get a drink, and I'll be back shortly.
Nice.
It's fine.
I'll assume I brought my guns, but I probably brought them in a compartment in the car, I suppose. We took your car? No, we didn't take your car. We took a
Helicopter.
helicopter. I guess
Yeah.
maybe in. I've been a
Been-
helicopter in my jacket, I suppose.
Yeah,
We're
there've been a
not
lot to
going anywhere
contain you.
public.
Yeah, I don't think the helicopter guy will ask too many questions. We are paying him
No, 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 no.
£24,000.
The helicopter guy won't ask no questions, and I suppose the inn won't ask no questions. It's not that public. Some little inn in the middle of nowhere is not going to worry about searching everyone that comes in.
No, I can't imagine they're going to strip search us and put us through a metal detector.
Maybe Percy.
Me.
He's got one of those faces.
Wow, I feel personally attacked.
So yeah, it's only a couple of miles away, so get there in the morning. I don't know what we're going to do when we get there. But...
Is this still on? Nothing? Is that friends? I was trying to work out the episodes earlier. I think it was the one where they do laundry, but I'm not sure.
Hold on. Vic,
was
what
earlier.
episode you been on? What season you on? Have you watched the one where they do laundry? Recently? Oh, no, it's not that one.
No?
No. She's... Oh, it's where, Fun Bobby gives up alcohol.
Yeah, it's the first season.
I like Fun Bobby. How do I change my view on Google Maps? It's down there. Oh, it's very... What's it, Lily? We're going to have to go swimming in that. I really hope this is the right lake.
Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Welcome back.
It's really warm in this room that I'm in, and I need water.
Cooling down with cider.
I have wine downstairs.
Oh, I like one.
It's very nice wine from Italy as well.
What is it?
Oh, don't ask me that. It's just wine. It tastes nice. It tastes better than the paint strip you get at Tesco's.
I'm a big fan of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc.
I think this is... Well, I've had the bottle of white Chianti wine. Is it Chianti?
Oh, I like KNT.
And it was really nice. And the red wine as well. It's very nice. That's also very nice. It's
Do you have a census taker's liver with your Chianti?
Yes. And it's baked beans with it as well, isn't it? Or no?
Fava beans.
Fava beans, yeah. Not baked beans, not Heinz.
They're the same thing. They're the same thing, basically.
Okay, so we're going to Dawn.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is Ash here as well?
Don't.
I am indeed.
Okay, mate. You awaken at the sunrise of the next day. Breakfast is on your mind. And then a quick trip via a private car that Victor's hired to the Bearded Lake, which you believe to be the resting place of this Queen Mab.
Right.
We know. It's got to be this place.
Okay, I was just stating that I've brought my revolvers and nothing else.
Okay,
Since
so
we're not in overly public places. They are kind of public, but it's like an old inn in the middle of nowhere, and
yeah, and revolvers can be hidden upon your person
Yeah.
quite easily.
I got a special jacket, if I remember rightly, at the beginning that would hide the revolvers inside.
Yeah, and holsters.
That would allow concealment. Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the plan, guys?
Okay,
We're
well,
gonna
let's
go to the
take a
bearded
walk
lake.
down to the lake, I guess. So we'll get the coals, probably go down the winding path. There was a winding path leading to it, from what I saw on Google Maps.
Yeah.
And then we'll hop out and walk down to this rather green lake.
Okay. You walk down to the shore of the lake. It's surrounded in beautiful woodland. The lake has lilies and reeds growing along its shores. The waters are calm and still, and you see the hoof print from what was reportedly known as King Arthur's horse when he fought the monster within this lake. There are a few other people milling around. Usually, most of them are ramblers that move on quite quickly around here, following the various public footpaths in this national park.
Just go walk up to the lake.
Oh, look at the hoof print.
Okay. It's a hoof print that's been, or looks to be a hoof print that's been set in stone. You don't know if the legend about it is true or not. You just know that it resembles that hoof print of a horse.
I try and move the stone just out of. I mean, is it like a stone in the ground? Is it a big stone?
It's a pretty big. It's part of the mountain, really.
Okay. Part of the mountain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like part of the bedrock, if you like.
Yeah.
It ain't going nowhere. Tried poking it.
No, I mean, again, I'm working. So yeah, so that's. Yeah, so the stone thing doesn't move. That's fine. So what now? We're here. Can you believe? It wasn't that long ago we were stood talking to a dragon, and now we're in Wales by an old green lake.
Anything coming from the lake? Any energy?
Roll wits and awareness. Difficulty 6.
Please stand by. Oh, it's getting quicker. Oh no, it stopped. Why does Friends always suddenly go loud?
It always does during little sound bites that they put in between.
Wits.
Weird.
Goodness. I'm going to use 2 of my extra dice.
Okay.
And difficulty 6. Damn.
Nice. Let's see how... Did you get any 10s on that? Oh, okay. You reach out your senses, Victor, across the lake, and you close your eyes, trying to tune in to the surrounding area. And when I find it, where is it? Yeah, here we go. And you find yourself back no. You find yourself surrounded in smoke, and a raspy voice says to you in the darkness, Artemis, why did you leave them? You could have saved them, yet you let them burn. As the unseen entity says the word burn, you find yourself back in the ruined car flames all around you. You see your parents pinned by the steel girder. There's blood all over the interior of the car, but a moan from your parents tells you that they are both still alive but stuck fast by the girder. You are in the back seat, held in by the seatbelt. As you look out of the window, you can see an open tractor unit of the lorry that caused the accident, its doors wide open, and the driver laying on the road, rolling lazily, and coming to rest is a red fire extinguisher. Closer to you is your father. I'll start again. Closer to you is your father's wallet, laying on the road. Somehow it had been catapulted out of the car as it rolled over. It lies next to a long steel bar. What do you do?
Straight and just run away, grabbing the wallet as I go, leaving my family behind.
You dash over to the wallet after freeing yourself from the seatbelt. Scooping it up from the tarmac, you dash for the tree line as the family car explodes, killing both your parents.
I just keep on going. I don't look back.
Okay. So, as you run through the forest, a dark, shadowy figure, trailing smoke behind it, keeps pace with you. And he says, "You had time, you know. You had time to save them both. Did they both deserve to die?"
They both did. They both deserve to die.
Interesting choice.
But it's a better place without them too.
You feel compelled to stop and look back at the burning wreckage as you stand high up on the slope. The figure stands next to you. And he says, "Maybe your mother didn't have a choice either. Maybe she was forced to watch your father beat you." Is that
She always had a choice. She could have stopped him, but she let it continue. She would have never
Of
have
course,
changed.
there is no judgment here. As you open your eyes, you hear the dry, raspy voice from the figure as you start to come to. "This journey will be an interesting one, Artemis. Maybe in this life we can achieve great things." As you're about to answer back, bright sunlight pours through the clouds, blinding you as it begins its ascent into the sky. You blink and you close your eyes and you see everything in stark contrast. You see the wood of the trees swelling with water. You see the branches growing very slightly but perceptible to your vision. You see every little ripple on the water as your senses are vibrant and alive, more so than ever before. You hear every single sound of the animals in the surrounding wilderness, the chirps of the birds right down to the ants crawling on the ground. And slowly, this feeling fades. You can spend your experience points to go up to the next arty level.
Yes.
And as your vision isn't clouded anymore, you see the whole lake pulsing with quintessence.
Ooh. Oh, that's okay.
I'm going to.
Whilst he's doing that, what's the rest of you doing? It's only like a minute or so he's doing this.
Okay, what is it exactly? We don't know what he's doing, do we?
No, you don't know what's happened.
Not with the depth of it, but I mean, like, did he say he was going to do a certain spell or something? I didn't catch it at the beginning.
Nope.
No, he didn't say anything. Okay. Right, I'm gonna take off my jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Find a piece of cloth. How does reality work again? Is it only what is perceivable to the outside world, or is it anything at all?
Anything at all, essentially. So you got two types of Vulgar magic: Vulgar with a witness, with public around, and Vulgar without a witness, which is still Vulgar magic, but it's easier to cast, but you'll still incur a paradox.
Okay.
And Vulgar without a witness is easier to cast than Vulgar with a witness.
Guess it'll be without a witness. I will get into the water.
Okay.
How deep is it?
You can comfortably get to waist height. When it gets to your groin, you're going, it's cold, it's cold.
It's fine.
Other than that, you get used to it and you carry on wading.
Okay, I'm gonna wade in. Does it get any deeper?
It does, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually, at some point, you will be at about shoulder height and you're starting to get that buoyancy happening.
Okay, I'm going to cover my neck like with water, and then I'll use life to give myself gills,
Yep.
and I will go underneath and see what I can see.
Okay, I'm going to give you a bit of GM help here. If you do some deep breathing, meditation, deep breathing, people will probably think that you're a free diver and you can do it coincidentally rather than
Suppose
vulgar.
Yeah, I suppose I don't need to. I just with life, I'd be able to control my need to breathe, right?
Yeah.
Rather than the gills.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Doesn't have to be quite as overt as that.
No.
Okay, well I'll do that then. I'll aid my breathing with using life.
Okay, yeah. So you can certainly do that with a life 2 rote.
Life 3.
Is it life 3?
I'm saying I've got life 3.
Oh yeah, it'll be only rank 2 though, so it's a rank 2 rote. So the difficulty will be 5.
Okay.
How long do you want it to sustain for?
Just have a look around. I can always come back up for appearances,
Okay.
and
So-
also to make spells not overly worked.
Pardon? What was that?
To make sure the spell's not excessive. I don't need an infinity hold my breath thing. I just need something that will aid me in being able to search. If I have to come up every now and then that makes it easier magic, then I will do that.
Okay. So,
Also, something that improves my sight in water would be good. Just a little.
yeah. Okay.
So you would like me to roll?
Your R2 score, and I'm gonna have to get the book out. Give me 1 moment, because depending on your success levels will tell you how long you've got this spell for.
Can I add the luck to this roll?
No, not really. 'Cause it's
Why
magic
is
on
that?
magic.
Okay, so luck doesn't count for magic.
No.
Okay, it's good to know.
So, for the duration, if you want it for this entire scene, you need 2 successes. If you want it for the day, it'll take 3.
Well, isn't that determined by how successful it is?
Yes.
Or
So
do I have to decide beforehand?
no, so if you get 3 successes, it'll last you the day. If you get 2, it'll last you the scene.
Okay, and what's the difficulty? The initial difficulty?
5.
5 initially. What 1 success by me?
1 turn. Or 1 round, should I say.
1 round? I can hold my breath for 1 round. Well, I can't. My character can.
Well, you can hold your breath for how many stamina you got per round, and then it'll add an extra round to that.
Okay, I think I'll do that without anything added on. I think it should be. Well, actually, yeah. I don't want to use my quintessence. Just because we found out that's far more rare than we thought it was. willpower is an automatic success. Does that count for this?
Yes, if you spend 1 willpower point, that's one
I will
automatic
take it.
success.
I will take it. 1 and the 1.
That's 2 successes. That's good.
Goddamn ones. Seem to roll them every time.
Yeah, so this will last you the entire scene that you're on now, until we switch scenes.
Cool. So I will look down into the lake. Go under.
Okay, so you dive under the lake, and as you start to swim around in the water, what is Victor and Percy doing?
I'm going to have a look
Victor's
in the
finished
rushes.
doing what he's doing.
Okay, what are you looking for, Percy?
Because I want to be helpful. That sounds like a helpful thing to do. I'm going to have a rummage in the reeds and the rushes.
What are you looking for?
A sword. Ultimately.
Sword
go
would
look for a
be it,
sword
but I'm
first.
not expecting to find a sword. You know, I want to find this monster that's supposed to be here.
Was this about a monster? I've never heard about a monster.
Legends on about a monster that Arthur killed.
Oh goody. Oh, you killed it.
I want to make sure that it is dead. So, yeah, I want to look for the Affan's lair.
Don't worry, I'm gonna find it T first. If it's still alive.
Okay, so you're looking for the monster's
Victor's-
lair. What's Victor doing?
Victor now knows the lake is basically quintessence. So he's just gonna go get in it and try and soak some up. And explain to everyone else that's still around, which I think is just Percy, that lake is pure quintessence. Marcel, can Marcel come?
You've realised it is a huge. Well, the lake is actually normal water, but it's infused with quintessence from a very powerful node.
Oh.
Am I vibing anything? Because I went under not even realizing.
Can Marcel absorb some as well? Because then I can use it to feed him
Yes.
while we're here.
Yeah, he can do that. You've got to feed him though. He doesn't take it himself. You've got to channel it into him. So that's what you're doing, is it?
Yeah, I'll feed him his weekly.
4 points.
Yeah, I'll take 4 points off mine. He's
Do I
natural
gain
awakening.
anything from it? Or do I have to know first?
You'd have to sense it first, and then you can actually draw upon it.
Oh, I'm swimming in it. Do that help with the sensing of it?
So, 4.
I'm submerged in it.
I forgot to roll to draw
Yeah, you do.
from it.
Yeah.
Can you remember what that is again?
Yeah. Just give us that.
Oh, I know.
Right. To sense if you're in it, or you can draw from it. You need to roll wits and awareness, Shay.
Okay.
The difficulty is 6.
Right. Which is 3. Awareness is hiding. Is also 3.
You sense that you have got a huge amount of quintessence all around you. To
I
absorb,
haven't rolled anything yet.
you have.
Last roll.
The last roll.
Oh, okay.
That's from 2 minutes.
Oh,
Difficulty? What's the difficulty, Rob?
6.
6. And roll.
Yep.
The same number.
Yeah, you know that you're swimming in quintessence infused water. To absorb quintessence, you need a prime rank of 3.
Yay, that's what I've got.
Oh, so to absorb it, you have to have a prime rank of 3.
Yeah.
But if I'm at a node, I can usually get some.
Do it through osmosis and meditation, yes.
Okay, so if I was to meditate here, I could get some. But
Yes.
as it is,
As
I
it-
need.
As it is, no, you need to remain still to meditate.
That's fine.
So,
So,
Victor, to sorry, go.
but I'm aware I'm surrounded by it.
Yes, you are very.
Okay, cool.
Victor, you are taking the quintessence from the lake. Is that right? You need to roll.
Yes.
It's a difficulty 5 to absorb the quintessence.
Yep.
You can lower that
How much
using
can I
your
absorb?
foci.
Yes. In fact, I'm out in the lake. How far in the lake did I go? Oh no, I didn't go in the lake. I am. So I'd say I'm about chest height.
What's your avatar
So-
rating?
That's a good question. Please stand by.
It should be under backgrounds.
Need to. Okay.
If you don't have it, then it'll depend on your
don't.
successes. Right, you'll get 1 quintessence per roll. So for the first hour, you'll get 1 quintessence if you get a success.
Okay, right, that's fine. So I'll use my prime, which is my dice pool takes 3 difficulties, 5 using
5.
foci. I'm still in the same scene. I'll also use 2 of my other dice. Ooh,
You can't do that for magic.
because it's some magic, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep, you get enough successes. So you gain 1 point of quintessence in this hour.
Okay.
Percy, roll wits and investigation for me, please. Difficulty will be 8. And you're going to need 3 successes for the first time. Nope. You thrash around in the rushes and you can't seem to find what you're looking for. Ash, if you can...
Wait. Rolled a 10.
Oh, sorry. No, you still... that was a 2, so
Fine,
no.
I rolled a 10, so I re-rolled it.
Yeah. Okay. Shay, as you're swimming around down there in the waters, roll a wits and investigation check for me, please.
Like saying, just memorise what wits and awareness is, and now it's wits and investigation.
And difficulty will be, because it's a dirty lake, it's going to be 7, and you're going to need 3 successes.
I say. Right. I did say I wanted to do something with my eyesight. Does that help at all?
Yeah, it'll drop that down to 2 successes.
Okay, and are the luck dice in play now?
Yeah, it can be, yeah.
Okay, I'll add 2 of them for now. Since I don't think that having loads of dice is great anyway.
Oh, more chance of botch.
I'd love to know what the odds are for that. I wish I was good enough at maths to sit and do the fucking odds. Because I'm curious as fuck. Yeah, 0, of course.
No, you
I
don't.
honestly don't feel like more dice means a lot.
Unfortunately, your first sort of hour investigating down in the actual depths of this lake, sort of just you find a Tesco shopping trolley, a bike tyre, and other stuff of rubbish that people have thrown in over the years. Strange enough, Tesco shopping trolleys seem to always find the way to some bodies of water somewhere.
Yeah, I'm literally, just for the fun of it, I'm going to find that lake again on Google Maps and find out where the local supermarket is. I just have to know how far this
See how
trolley
far away it is.
has travelled. Beard Bog Lake, wasn't it?
Bearded Lake, yeah.
Bearded Lake.
Lake, yeah, I was here before. Tesco, was it?
Yeah.
Bearded Lake. There's a co-op. Tesco Express.
Could have been from a Tesco Express.
Yeah.
They
So
do
the
have shopping. Some do have
closest is
shopping trolleys.
the closest is a Tesco Express, and that is. Can I get directions from? So if I go from. Here. Directions to. Oh my god, stop being annoying. To here. Choose your location. I just did, you fuckers. It's 26 miles away.
Oh, that's shopping
Done a
trolleys with some
marathon.
miles.
Yeah, that trolley has done some work.
It has, yeah. Well, whoever pushed it certainly did some work. It's just one of those weird things that happen in the world. There's a body of water, there's a Tesco shopping trolley in it.
Stranger than magic.
Yep.
Oh.
It's like
I feel like we should go in there and get it.
it's like if you lose your left sock, it always ends up behind the fridge somewhere, somehow.
I'll bear that in mind.
Hey, I've never had one of my socks turn up on behind the fridge before.
Have you ever looked behind the fridge?
Yeah,
Have you ever bought-
there you go.
Can't get behind
Never
my fridge.
lost a
Well,
left
there
sock.
you go. See, if you
I've
ever
never
worked-
lost. I've never lost my left sock before.
If you ever look behind the fridge, you might find a bunch of left socks.
I find extra socks in my room that appear from nowhere. I'll take my socks off at night, my 2 socks, and I'll put them on the floor. When I wake up in the next morning, there'll be 3 socks there.
You
Like,
know
where
where
the fuck
those,
did the sock come from?
and you know where it came from.
From behind the
I
fridge.
swear there's a fairy
Oh,
that comes into my room at night and just gives me extra socks.
Sock fairy.
Fridge fairy.
I don't know where they come from.
Okay. So, you're searching under the water, Shay. Percy's searching along the shore banks, and Victor's taking quintessence. Victor, you open your eyes after meditating at the lake and find yourself in a grotto underground.
Okay.
And you're not at the lakeside anymore. And,
Alright.
and
It's always me that ends up
You're
in
just
shit.
tripping out all the time.
just give me a sec. And your monkey's also there with you. Yeah, aren't they?
Oh, yay. By the way, our sequence was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was good.
And, yeah, that was good. That character, Victor's not evil. There was a reason behind that.
I tend to I listen but zone out a little because it's like I feel like it's not my place, not my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You appear in a grotto, Victor. You don't know where this grotto is. And as you open your eyes, you can see water surrounding you. You're sat on a sandy island. And stood up on a ledge on the other side of this water is the figure, or the lady that the dragon gave you the image of. Her. She stood there in a. Let me give you a proper description. You see her. She has long black hair. She is wearing
I'll be
white.
right back.
Okay, a purple gown that seems to shimmer and shine in the light from the lake that shines up on her. Her skin seems to glisten with moisture continuously. She's a tall, slim woman, and her eyes are of a silvery colour. Her skin is pure white, and it shines like polished metal. By her side rests a sword on her hip, which she carries at all times. You sense that she's very comfortable with this sword. She's wearing a long red and black gown with golden slippers on her feet. She walks around as though she commands respect from others, holding her head high. A crown of flowers decorates her head. And she says, "How dare you? How very dare you?"
I'm sorry, my queen. I did know what I was doing.
"You stole from me without asking, mortal."
I apologise. If I could give it back, I would.
"For your crimes, you shall remain here indefinitely. You will entertain me as
It definitely is a long time.
Whoa, she's thirsty.
You will entertain me as and when I demand it. And as for your monkey, I don't know whether I should skewer it and put it upon a stalagmite."
Please don't do that.
"Why?
Need the monkey.
It stole
I
from
need
me
the
as
monkey.
well."
It was me that stole from you. The monkey. I apologise. Must be something else I can do to return the favour.
"What are those fools doing up above in my domain?"
He was there's an aeroplane. Why is there an aeroplane down here?
And she,
I was looking for
as
you, my
that,
queen.
as that, she casts
Sorry
her hand.
about
She casts her hand in front of her, and you see the image of Shay under the water, swimming in the lake. And you see Victor walking along the bushes along the shore.
being Percy.
Sorry, yeah, Percy. Sorry. What are they doing?
Wife. We was looking for you, my queen.
And you decided to steal from me. Well, you found me.
Again, I am sorry. I did not mean to steal.
Be quiet. And
Well,
with that, she
no,
snaps her fingers, and your skin just goes straight over your mouth, and you can't talk. And she starts pacing up and down with her hands behind her back. "Now, what do I do with you? Do I flay you alive? Do I turn you inside out? Or maybe just punch your heart straight out through your spine? Peasant." Percy and Victor. So Percy and Shay. What's Shay doing? Because he has no idea this has happened on the surface.
Right. Or not. Okay, so I will be swimming around, still looking, I guess. There's no reason for me not to be.
Okay.
I will... What else do I find? I found a trolley. That's exciting.
roll wits and awareness again, and sorry, there's a perception. Yeah, roll perception and awareness.
Why change it? I just memorised wits and awareness. Okay. Which one in perception? And where is perception?
It's where wits are, just above it.
Oh, yeah, perception 3, and what am I rolling with that?
Awareness.
Awareness 3 and 3. So it's the same bloody number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
Difficulty.
all of my scores are 3.
Difficulty 7.
I'll just roll that straight up.
Okay. You don't find anything that will give anything away or nothing glaringly obvious, but you get the sense that something's happened. There's a ripple in reality as something shifted. Percy, what's Percy doing? Is he
Monster Hunt. What I have noticed that Has vanished.
Roll wits and awareness, difficulty 6, to see if you would notice him vanishing.
To know then.
We got this, guys.
Yeah, you know, as you look up, you just see Victor and his monkey pop out of existence.
I actually saw them disappear.
Yeah,
In the act of...
yeah. What you saw was a large golden gate appear behind Victor and the monkey, and then it just got sucked straight into it, and then it closes.
Jay's still swimming around under the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spot where Victor disappeared.
Say again.
Disappeared.
You cut out, mate. Well, you're going to the spot where Victor disappeared. Adam?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, you go to the spot where Victor disappeared, and yeah, you just see his imprint where he sat. You get the sense that reality has been disturbed, but that's all.
I'm just going to be very confused. I'm just going to be standing there scratching my head.
Happened.
Has my friend gone? I'm very confused.
Atrops comes over after walking around the lake for a bit, and she says, "Where's Shay and Victor?"
Did she not see me
Well,
jump in the water and go in the water?
Percy?
Shay is under the water.
Okay.
Victor has been abducted. A golden shimmering gate.
What did this golden shimmering gate, you say?
Yes. I don't think it was a UFO.
That's not good. That
Oh.
gate is possibly Faye made. What did he do to open it?
I don't know. He was just standing there in the water, and then suddenly, pop, disappeared, and his monkey too.
Oh. Shit.
Oh, God.
So he either inadvertently opened the gate or something pulled him through. Okay, this isn't good. God knows where this gate leads to. Do you know how to get hold of Shay at all?
Oh, yes. I've got his mobile number. I'll give him a ring.
I'm taking the phones on the shore.
Yeah, my jacket.
You ring the phone
I ring
and
it anyway.
you ring the
Ring it
phone
anyway.
and it rings in his jacket pocket on the shoreline.
I go, right, yeah, no, he wouldn't have taken it in the water.
I didn't think he would, Percy.
I have a plan.
Okay.
Can I use my forces magic?
To
I'm
do
going
what?
to shout. Going to shout in the water and use my forces magic to amplify the sound so that you'll hear it.
Oh shit. Yes, you may.
That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use forces magic to
Okay.
I
amplify the
remember
sound.
having eardrums fondly.
Yes, you may do this. I will allow it. And I just hope you roll low, really low. Difficulty will be standard difficulty is 5 because it will be coincidental. because no one up top will hear you amplifying this sound. So yeah, roll. If you want to lower it, well, you need to use the focus anyway, so you'll be at -1. So I'll drop the difficulty to 4.
Yep, that's fine.
You shout
Yeah.
Shay's name under the water. It reverberates throughout the whole of the lake. Shay, you cannot but hear this, and I need you to roll a stamina test, please, or you take 2 points of bashing damage.
Always, that's a lot of damage
A water amplifies sound.
in this game. Jesus, God, that's like
Useful.
that's insane. So was that stamina? Yeah,
Yes, please.
1, 2, 3 stamina. So I just roll 3 dice, is it?
Yeah, difficulty will be 6.
Okie doke. 3 against 6.
Yeah, you manage to soak the bashing damage that comes hurtling towards you from the vibrations of the sound. It's shaking you to your core. You grit your teeth from the pain, but you manage to keep your eardrums.
Okay, I'll swim back to the top,
Yeah.
and then I'll pull myself out of the water, and I'll look at Percy. Not too impressed.
I am very proud of myself because I used magic in a good way.
You are.
I really thought you would have used something like telepathy.
Or throwing a pebble in the water,
Yeah.
you know, I've seen it.
Sympathy. Ah. Yeah. I could have done.
Shay, you emerge out of the water and you realise that Percy and Atrops has stood there, and Victor and his monkey isn't anywhere to be seen.
Hmm.
I'm very worried about
Where
it.
did Victor go?
Was abducted by a shining, glimmering golden gate.
I look at Atrops.
For it.
Where did Victor go?
Well, I didn't really see, to be honest, but Percy said it was a shining gate that opened up and sucked him through.
Right.
And reality has
Yeah,
been
I swear
disturbed.
I saw it.
While this is going on, Victor, the Queen Mab steps off the ledge, glides down to the water, and walks across the water to where you're sat on this rocky island. She strokes you under the chin, and you realise that her touch is ice cold. It's cold as the grave, and heat seems to be drawn away from you, as from leaving a trailing icy touch under your chin. She gets right down face to face and she looks straight in your eyes. Or maybe I will just give you to my mad sister. She hasn't had a plaything in centuries. Yeah. She looks at the monkey. And I wonder if this is a tasty morsel. Oh,
Does the
you
monkey have anything
protest.
to say?
Yeah, the monkey's sat there quiet. He can talk, but he's sat there quiet.
Be a first for everything.
Yeah. Probably thinking, if I stay quiet, I'll be fine. Most mages around this place know that I own this land. They pay fealty to me. So you're either an interloper, someone that doesn't know the protocols, or someone that doesn't really care for their own lives. Which is it, I wonder? And with that, she turns and walks. She walks back across the water, then glides back up to the ledge from where she was stood originally. You notice that the sword has no scabbard, and down the length of the blade are runes. And if you roll, let's see, intelligence and enigmas, difficulty 7.
Enigmas. It's going to be. Oh, okay. 0. Difficulty was 7, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. And use one of my dice. Extra dice. So I feel like I need this. I really need this right now. Oh yeah.
You recognise the runes to be that of Caliban, or later known as Excalibur.
Oh my god. Oh, we're in the right place.
We'll go back to Percy and Shay.
I'm going to sit on the ground cross-legged and soaking wet and focus on trying to communicate with Victor
Okay.
telepathically.
I will give the difficulty will be telepathic link. That will be difficulty 6, but because he's a familiar person, I'll drop that down to 5, and you only need 1 success.
Okay. Can I use my focus to drop it down anymore?
Yes, you got to, yeah, because you've not got an RT of 4 yet. So you've still got to do everything through your foci.
Okay. So is this usually beyond my ability then at the moment?
No, it's not. It's within your ability. It's just that you still got to use your focus until you get to an RT of 4.
Okay, so what's the difficulty then for it now?
The difficulty will be 4 now.
Before, okay. Right.
Yeah, you establish a telepathic link with Victor for a single round. So you've got like a minute, about 6 minutes to communicate.
Victor?
Shay?
Apparently you were taken by a golden gate.
Well, I found the queen.
Good.
She's currently got me paralysed, and my mouth is sealed shut. And I think she wants to sell me to her sister, and eat myself. I really could do with your help right down here. I don't know where I am.
Could you bait her into bringing us in?
Well, I can't speak at the moment. And I'm afraid if I try anything, she will just destroy me. She's very powerful.
Okay.
She's upset because I was taking a quintessence from her lake, and this is her lake.
So, if we were to take some, she might be annoyed at us?
That's a high possibility.
Let's find out.
but she's got a serious temper.
Yeah. We need to get in somehow.
But she also has Excalibur. Should have started with that.
Well, that's what we came here for.
Okay, well, just be
Hold
careful.
tight. We hopefully will be there soon.
Okay, I'll hold tight. I'm paralyzed, so I'm not going anywhere.
I'll cut my connection
Mm-hmm.
and I will say to the others, I think we need to goad her into taking us in as well by absorbing some quintessence from the lake. So if the three of us would meditate a moment, we might get her to take us in as well.
I'm not about to piss off an ancient entity.
By all means, you don't have to, but there's no other way I can think of getting in. Can you?
Hang on.
Oh, please say yes, because I think it's a bad idea.
Why don't we ask the
It's a
local
cat.
spirit?
That's a good idea.
Why don't we ask the Atrop says? Hang on a minute. Rather than steal from her, why don't we ask the local spirit population about how to gain access?
Because from what I hear, the Vector and the monkey are on the menu. We may not have the time.
I've never known them to eat people.
Well,
But then-
he seems to think they might.
Oh. I'm not going to steal from her. I'm staying right here. I'm not going to touch anything about hers at all. I'm going to do my own research with the spirits. You can do what you like.
Turns around and walks to the lake and sits down.
Okay. What's Percy doing?
Dilemma. Doesn't like stealing, so he's not really keen on that idea.
Shay proceeds in his plan. If
Okay.
whatever, maybe it is what it is.
Okay. That will be a difficulty of
Yes, I-
6.
Is that meditation? Yeah. How does that work?
Do you have Prime 3?
No, I'm going to meditate and do
Oh,
it.
okay. Yeah. Meditate. Yeah. Fair enough. So
So
you meditate
is
for an hour.
3.
Meditation will be wits and meditation. Difficulty 6.
Nice. Everything is 6. I will change all of my skills to 3. That is the goal now. Difficulty 6.
You successfully meditate upon the issues ahead.
I got a 10.
Oh, nice. And you manage to take in 1 point of quintessence as you meditate for the hour.
Do I? Okay. Yeah.
But nothing happens. Your eyes flutter open. You look around. The sun's higher than it was.
If it
You
takes an hour,
feel
I mean,
refreshed.
I'll do it, but I mean, I didn't realize it took quite so fucking long. My impulse was to do it quickly. I didn't realize it was going to take that long.
No, to do that quickly, you've got to be able to channel it through magic.
I would have done it at all, to be honest. If I knew it was going to take an hour, I probably would have just.
I did say it would take an hour. When you said meditate, it'll be an hour.
Yeah. Well, we'll say I did it, but it was more of an impulsive, emotional reaction. One doesn't normally have an impulsive, emotional reaction for an hour.
No, that's true. Percy, what are you doing during this hour then?
I will be trying to help
Atrops.
Chops. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave Shay to do his.
Like
What I
angry
consider-
meditating.
Yes, you're angry
Angry
meditating.
meditating.
Meditating is not something Percy would do. That
Meditating
involves
angry.
having to sit. That involves having to sit still, clear your mind for an hour. I don't think he could do that.
Fair enough.
I don't think I could do that in real life.
I know I can't.
Okay.
So that it's not like he's going to do.
Atrox sits down and closes her eyes and also meditates for the hour. But her lips move, and words seem to pass, but you can't quite hear them. The wind snatches them away before they reach your ears. And
Well, I still want to be helpful, so I'm going to sit down, cross a leg next to her, close my eyes, and just start whispering.
Okay.
So it looks like I'm helping.
Okay, just for the hell of it, roll wits and awareness for me, please. Difficulty 6. Oh, nice.
Yeah, my fake meditating work.
Actually, you've also got Spirit Sphere as well, Percy, so you could actually help in this. So you can add those successes to Atrops as well if you wish.
I will do. I will give her my 4 successes.
Okay. After the hour, she opens her eyes and looks straight at you, Percy, and she says, "Thanks for the help, Percy." Shay, Percy, I've got an answer.
Well, mine was futile.
Well, like all monarchs, they like tribute. So we've got to throw something that we value into the lake.
Shay's
Some
mind
value
goes
to
the
shopping trolley.
cart. Yeah, Shay's mind goes to the shopping cart.
But something that's deeply personal to us and something that we value greatly has to be sacrificed to open the door, to show that we wish to pay her tribute. This is the thing. This is how Arthur got to Avalon. They threw the sword into the lake as sacrifice.
Do we have to each sacrifice something, or is it something for the party as a whole?
Each of us that wishes to travel to her realm has to sacrifice something.
I don't carry anything worthy of a sacrifice.
You must have something.
I do, but I'm not sure I want to give it up.
Not really.
Well, the other way is to steal from her and then anger her.
I tried that.
No, you meditated. You just gained quintessence through meditation, which is just osmosis. What
I don't know any other way.
What Victor did, he literally ripped it out of the lake by channeling it into himself using magic.
Don't think I've ever been shown how to do that.
I mean, you must have something on you that you value, something that's personal to you.
No.
You focus.
I'll chop off my arm and throw it in the lake.
Well, just skin it. Take the skin
Oh
off
my
your
God,
life, mage.
Victor's dead.
I do. I do.
Rip the
I
skin
sacrifice my vial blood.
Your vial of blood. Remind me where that came from again. Oh, it's
Remember
your
where I got the vial.
it's your focus.
It
Isn't
is my focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a vial of congealed blood.
Yeah, you'd have to
Oh.
find another one before you can work magic, though. But you can throw that in because it's personal to you. Yes.
I have 2 focuses, you see.
Yes, you do. You got a backup.
I've got one that's just for a particular type of magic, and then the other one's for everything else.
Yeah. You can also make another dedicated focus again, but you'd have to spend time with it. So it's not a big loss, if you like, but it's still a personal loss to
No,
you.
but it was personal to me because
Yeah.
that blood is the blood of my very first victim.
Yes.
Not that the other characters know that.
No, that is true. But it's personal to you, and you value it a lot. So
It's personal.
it would be a tribute worthy. So you throw that into the lake.
So donate that to the Queen.
Okay, so you take the vial of blood, and you give it your best shot and throw it as far as you can into the lake. And as you do so, a silver watery hand reaches up, catches it, then plunges back down within the lake. And Shay, you watch as Percy disappears through a golden gate. And
Quickly, was there any chance of me reacting and jumping through?
no, it is that quick.
There.
And Percy, you appear next to Victor, who's currently
Victor, I apologise in advance.
who appears to be knelt down with his hands tied behind his back with a golden cord, and the skin of his face is overgrown across his mouth, stopping him from talking.
I don't have a token with vision on this map.
You don't?
No.
You should have. Ah, there we go. That's why. There we go.
Now I do.
I'm not even on the map. Where are we meant to be?
Hang on. Are you not? Oh,
You're in the cellar for some reason.
there you go.
I don't see anything. I'm still on the. I've just got London map.
Oh, okay. Hang on. I thought you got pulled over the scene. There you go.
No, yes it is. Yeah, I'm a black square now.
You should be able to see all of that. Just
See anything.
just give me one moment. I know what's going on.
Can see, just so you know.
Right, there you go. You should be able to see everything.
Hey.
Yeah.
It looks nice.
You see Percy stood up on the ledge. Well, she's not stood now. She's sat in a very ornate chair, doing some embroidery. She turns and looks at you, and her eyebrow raises, and she says, "Oh, another visitor." And she looks at the vial of blood on the table. She picks it up and rolls it round in her fingers, very carefully. A very astute tribute. And I sense the deep connection it has with you, young man. So you've asked for an audience with me. Why?
Twofold, really. Firstly, I am an accomplice of this individual here, who I am of the understanding has upset you greatly.
He stole from me. He took something that was not his without permission from me. And I
Right.
am wondering on the punishment that he should receive.
Well, can you not show mercy? He was unaware of what he was doing.
Ignorance does not protect you from the eyes of the law. The law is mine, right here, at this moment in time. You should have known.
Okay.
There was plenty of opportunity to find out who owns this lake, and yet you decide to just wander in here and steal from me.
having Percy defend him is even more punishment.
You have come before
It's very
me
much-
with tribute, young man. I will not have you answering for a criminal. What is it you wish? You demanded an audience from a queen, after all. And it's so
Brings me
rare
on-
that I get visitors.
That brings me on to my second point, and a request that will probably not put you in a better mood. But I'm going to do it anyway. Can I borrow that sword for a bit, please?
No, you have not earned it. Why do you want it? It's not complete either.
Oh, long story, but basically a dragon appeared and he won't do anything unless we have the sword. He won't go away.
Oh. Merlin's pet. Yes. Well, the sword alone won't compel it. You need his name as well. Do you know of names, little mage? True names? The power they have.
Yes.
Well, if you know this dragon's true name, along with the sword, you could compel it to do many things.
All I have to do is guess the name of the dragon.
Well, not entirely guess. I could give you part of the name that I know and guide you to others that may know the name as well.
That would be most helpful.
But there is a sacrifice you need make. And she looks at Victor.
Ah. Ah.
I sense another presence at my gate. Who is it?
There are others. Oh, there's two others. I don't know why they're not here. Kind of hoping they were going to come with me.
So
but
they are
they're-
acquaintances of yours. And this thief.
Yes. Yes, but I want to make it entirely clear we had nothing to do with the thieving. We had no knowledge that the thieving was occurring.
I believe you. Your words ring true. They carry weight, young man. I'm in the mood for some entertainment. And with that, she stamps her foot onto the rock surface. And Shay, you are sucked in by a gate into this underground grotto.
Oh. So this is where you got to.
And you see Victor on the floor, tied up with skin over his mouth. And you see before you a very tall, slim woman with long black shiny hair and silvery eyes. Her skin is pure white and shines like polished metal. By her side rests a sword on a hip, which she seems to be very confident in carrying and seems also proficient in its use. She's wearing a long red and black gown with golden slippers on her feet. Upon her head is a crown of flowers that decorate it in a crown, showing her status. She says, "Welcome to my domain."
Is this situated directly underneath the lake, or are we somewhere else altogether?
You believe you're still at the lake?
I ask her straight up.
Oh, okay. We are below the lake, and yet we are not. We are
Yeah.
in the land of the dreaming. This is my freehold, if you like. The lake is just merely an extension of it and a gateway to this place.
I like it. It's nice.
Thank you. I like you. You're very polite. Not like that one there. And she points to Victor.
I take it he said something he shouldn't have.
He talks too much. Bored me.
I agree.
I'm still deciding on what to do with him.
I would have him with us if that was acceptable to you.
Your friend here tells me that you're after Excalibur.
We are. That
The
is why we came.
sword was given to me as tribute to bring Arthur into Avalon.
Okay.
Why should I give it to you?
We need it for. It's a dragon asked us to gain its possession to be able to simply ask him to be self. What's the word I'm looking for? To protect himself, to look after his own best interests. Dragon itself is not safe where it is. And we asked it to leave of its own accord, but it won't do so without a breaking in what it has been compelled to do.
Yes. I know of this dragon that you speak of. Merlin dealt with it many centuries ago. He used the sword and its true name to compel it to stay within the stone. I know part of its name.
Do you have any concern for this dragon?
Of course not.
Oh, fair. It was worth trying to appeal to that. And I smiled at her.
I don't care if this dragon lives or dies. It is an ancient thing, a creature, a cretin. Like I say, I've had a dealing with it before. I soon told it who the boss was.
Well, nonetheless, we're here to try and help it help itself.
A commendable
And-
thing and a noble goal. The Merlin would approve. Although he did betray me at the end of the time. I think you and I could work together. You and your friends could work together. I have something that you want, and you could potentially get something that I want back. Are you willing to hear me out?
Of course.
Oh, that's so sweet. I tell you what. I will release this miscreant from his bonds as long as he will only speak when spoken to. He can speak to you guys, but not to me, unless I address him directly. What say you, Victor? And she looks at you.
Mm-hmm. I nod.
Very well. And she clicks her fingers, and the bonds that are tying your hands lessen and slack off, and you see the rope scurry away across the lake and up the rocks on the other side. The skin over your mouth recedes back, and you can now talk once more.
I just turn to Person and Shay and whisper, "Thank you," and stand there in silence.
Now, like I said, I know of one part of this dragon's name. And for this part of the name, I will require a kiss from one of you. It's been such a long time since I've had male companionship. As she says this, a woman steps out of the shadows. She is the same height as Queen Mab, but with golden, long hair and blue eyes. Her skin is luminescent, much like her Queen Mab's, and they have the same kind of features when you look at them closely. And she says, "Don't listen to my sister. She intends to keep you here for eternity." Queen Mab turns and looks at the interloper and she says, "Will you get back to the shadows, Garwin? This isn't your deal to make. Don't listen to her. She's tricking you, just like she tricked Merlin. Shut up, little slut. Get back." And with that, she vanishes once more into the shadows. How dare she? I love her so, but her madness drives me crazy sometimes. Now, where was we?
Not meaning to pry, but who was that? I thought you were here alone.
She is my sister. The
Difficult.
years of solitude have driven her insane. If you listen to her, she will tell you that I intend to keep you here forever. But if you listen to her, she will actually trick you into staying with her for eternity as well. It's irrelevant who you talk to or who you decide. You trust me or you trust her. It's your choice. It's one you need to make now. Which one of us would you rather be with?
Out of character.
Hmm?
Which looks like the one in the picture. Mav is the one I'm talking to now, right?
Yeah, that is Queen Mab.
Okay, and the other one looked like anybody familiar at all?
No.
No. Okay. Well, as far as I could see, if I'm being entirely honest, it doesn't look like we could find our way out of here on our own steam anyhow. So trust is about all we have.
So do you trust me or my sister?
Or perhaps we could speak longer, if that is a question that you are genuinely asking us.
Very well. I will give you this name, but for a kiss.
Have a preference
just
as to who
nudges
you
Shay's
want
name.
to.
Go on then.
What was that? There's a lot of things at once.
Yeah.
I will take the kiss. Anything should happen, I will be the one to take it.
I just put my hand in front of Adam quickly, in front of Percy quickly, and that is your proposal. But in the interest of fairness and the genuineness that you have shown, asking for us to issue trust, what does your sister propose? In the interest of fairness, of course.
Very well. And Queen Mab steps into the shadows, and a few moments pass by, so you can have a discussion between yourselves for now, if you wish.
Not sure there's much to discuss.
Okay.
Until we do the rest.
Yeah. I just turn to the rest and say, we need to get out of here.
I think it would be a smart idea to take the sword while she's not there.
Simply that went
Do you
well.
think that would be a very, very bad idea?
Actually, the sword's with Queen Mab. It's on her hip.
Yeah.
She's taking it with her.
I think
Yeah.
that's a bad
Okay.
idea.
Ignore that idea then.
Gawain
Just
steps
have to go
forward
down
out
now.
of the shadows.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I can speak to this one.
Your sister mentioned a deal, and you suggested we shouldn't trust it.
She will lie. She's all about duplicity. She says that she will help you, and yet she intends to trick you and bind you in promises that you can't fulfill.
So far she asked us to give her a kiss. That seems fulfillable. What will be the clause there? Any ideas?
To give her a kiss will mean you would have to give her part of your soul.
Okay, that's some small print.
Yeah, in the context of game mechanics, you essentially lose 1 point of permanent willpower. You can rebuy this at a later date with experience points, but if your willpower drops below your arty level, you then roll on your willpower dice rather than arty dice. So it's only a minor handicap until you rebuy the willpower point, but you will lose that willpower point.
I think I'd rather not know until after I'd done it. It would be more fun. But still.
It's not massive. What can you offer us? Do you know the name? The dragon?
I do not. I'm sorry. I don't have access to Excalibur either.
Do you care for the dragon at all?
No.
Do you know of the dragon?
I know of the legend, yes. Merlin fought it and commanded it to stay within the stone to keep it safe and to protect England. He used Excalibur in its name. Queen Mab knows part of its name because she had dealings with the dragon before. And others know of its name as well.
Who's the last person your sister tricked?
The last person she tricked... well, it depends. If you speak with the mages of the doorstep cabal that you might be familiar with, she tricked them. But if you talk to her, the mages tricked her. They stole the book from her and she is quite incensed about it.
Okay. And do you have any method of getting us out of this cave? Or this realm, or wherever we are?
I could guide you out through the labyrinth, yes.
And that would take us back to where we belong?
Yes, it would, yes.
Perhaps this is less of an issue of trust and more of an issue of sacrifice.
I think one of us is going to have to make the sacrifice.
To what extent does this soul taking, what does it do to us? What does it mean?
The joy of her kiss isn't joy for you mortals. It would be like a kiss from the grave. Cold, heartless, no love, just empty void.
So we lose 1 permanent willpower.
Mechanic-wise, yes. I could take you out of here now, if you want to follow me.
It wouldn't solve our need for the sword.
I say we go with Garmin. She seems nice.
Out of character, I could lose a willpower and still be okay.
I know, we can game this now that we know the result, but it's fun, really fun. That's it. Pucker up, Marcel.
She's not going to kiss a
Oh,
monkey.
yeah.
She is not going to kiss a monkey.
You said any one of them.
Any man. Marcel isn't not a man. He's a monkey.
Victor's happy to do the kissing, but he won't speak to the Queen unless she speaks to him.
Garwin
So someone
says, "Come,
Well,
quick, follow me."
I appreciate what you offer, but we've come for the sword, and we've come to help the dragon. It seems we have to do what we have to do.
My sister's coming back. I gotta go. And she
Okay.
disappears into the shadows. You hear dainty footsteps approaching, and Queen Mab enters the room once more. And she says, "Well, you spoke with my sister?"
We have. And in such short time, I must say it's less an issue of trust and more an issue of need. We do need the sword. We do need the name. Your sister is not able to provide those things, from what she has said.
Of course not. She has never been interested in the affairs of court. I do what I can to keep her on the straight and narrow, but she can be bothersome at times.
I think it fair that you should choose whom it is you want this favor from.
Very well.
I feel that we are all willing.
Know this. The sword, Excalibur, it is an extremely powerful artifact, as you may well know. But it is incomplete. It needs a scabbard, and the only scabbard worthy of holding it rests elsewhere at the bottom of a lake.
Not your lake, I assume.
Not this lake, no. It was lost by one of the other Fey folk many centuries ago as she crossed the lake on the ice. It is a den within the mountains surrounded by snow.
Okay, I will take that on board. We'll see what we can do.
Okay. And she steps down from her ledge and comes down onto your little island. I will just make a quick note. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to roll 1, 2, 3, a d3.
D8. Oh, D4.
Yeah, monkey gets a glitch too.
And she walks over to you, Victor, and she says, "Well, interloper, seeing that you were the first here, and you want something from me, I'm going to take something from you." And with that, she grabs hold of your jacket, pulls you close, and kisses you right on the lips. She's writhing against your body, completely enjoying it, but you feel the death of the grave escaping from your lips as she sucks the life force out of you.
Oh, Victor's going to embrace it and see if that makes her happy. He's going to push through it.
The kiss lasts longer than you expected. The cold chills you to the very bone, and you feel yourself losing a part. You feel that you lost a part of yourself in this kiss to her. And she breaks contact. You stagger back and come to rest against a stalagmite behind you. She stands there and sort of smiles and looks at the rest of you. And she says, "Not bad. It's been a long time since I've had anybody with such passion. The part of the name that I have, I will only speak it once. Uh, so I hope you understand this.
It's like we have a GM that will recall it for us.
No, I won't. Not this time."
You got to go by character intelligence, not player intelligence.
She says, "The name that I have is Havan."
Haran. Haran. Okay.
Actually, hang on a minute, that's not right. Let me just put that right. It's only missing that bit. So yeah, that's all she has.
Okay. Haran.
To get the other parts, you would have to speak with a Jotun who fought the dragon many centuries ago, and his name was Kalanik. He stands guard at the shattered causeway between Ireland and Scotland. The battle came to a draw and both parties went their separate ways, but the Jotun still holds a grudge against the dragon. But it will not divulge the dragon's name, as this is knowledge, and it earned it in a fight. You may have to do a task for him, or defeat him in battle. The choice will be yours, but know that this is a fearsome contender, and possibly one of the last of the Jotuns. As for the third part, it was stolen from me. I placed it in a book, and Merlin took it and gave it to the Order of Hermes. It now rests within the library of Doistep. And she turns and looks at Victor and she says, "And there's one thing I don't like, and that is thieves. Merlin tricked me and took the book. I demand the book be returned."
Victor just nods his head.
What's the book called?
It is my book.
Your book.
Yes.
Make a note of that.
Have
It
you got
is-
Your...
It is bound in the bark of Ysmir. Oh, sorry, it's bound in the bark of Yggdrasil, which is the life tree, and the pages of
Yggdrasil.
yeah, Yggdrasil, and the pages are of gilded gold, wrote in fine ink. And within it contains many secrets that mages seek, but it also belongs to me, and they stole it. He feigned his love, and then once he got my trust and that I let my guard down, he took it and ran. And I have never forgiven my sister for helping him.
Yeah.
So the name of the Jotun
Have you got all this written down, Adam?
is that.
Oh, okay. I've spelled it differently, but I've got it.
Oh, you've got it, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was about to
Got
copy paste everything, but if you've got it.
And if you want to roll intelligence and politics. Is it? Yeah, intelligence and politics. Difficulty 6.
We're doing the character sheet loads up. Oh. If we go anything. difficulty?
6. Yeah, Percy, you've heard of Doistep. It is the major chantry of the Order of Hermes. It's a huge castle that used to exist on Earth, but has now been relocated on the planet of Mars.
Oh no.
Getting there will be interesting, let's say that. But that's one of the destinations where you need
I
to
thought
be.
Wales was bad enough.
Get your ass to Mars!
Well, we could always.
The fuck are we gonna get to Mars?
I'm sure Victor's in contact with Elon Musk.
Oh dear.
Um,
Oh dear.
Queen Mab
Okay.
sort of sits down on a rock near the lake shore, and she's sort of swishing her hand around the lake, and she says, I could show you, if you like, the battle, or parts of it. I could take you back to that time. You would be a part of it for a short time. Your bodies would remain here, but your consciences would go back to the time of Merlin, to hear his plans and what he intended to do. It's within my powers to do so.
Certainly.
Are you all in agreement? Don't worry, you will be safe. I will not harm you. And you will not be harmed even if you did die in the past. It's just a window of time that you can see through. I have that within my powers.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. Victor?
I'm happy to go along with this.
Okay.
Very well. And she stands up and walks across the water back up to her perch once more and picks up a golden goblet, and she pours out some mead out of a jug. She then comes back down and says, all it needs is but a sip. And she passes the goblet to you, Shay.
I'll take a sip.
And then she passes it to Percy.
Takes a sip.
And then she takes the goblet and passes it to Victor.
Victor takes a nice big sip.
Okay. The mead is the best mead you've ever tasted. It's sweet. It is pure golden on your tongue, and you just want more. And then your vision clouds. Your body goes limp, and you feel yourself floating like on water. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
Okay.
Now, for the next section of this, I've sorted out something a little bit different. Something that it's using the same rule system roughly, but you're going back to the mythic era of Earth, and in that era there is no such thing as coincidental or vulgar magic. You'll be playing the part of mages, and I will go through the characters now. You've got 3 characters you can pick from. The first one is called Azza Omnis, and he is a mage of the old faith, a druid if you like. The other one is Hegareg Trepos, and he is a battle mage of the Volderman, or the Viking mages. And these are all part of the same cabal. And you've got then a spirit talker called Sezag Oliver, and she is a spirit talker. And she's an old lady. So decide which one you want between the three of you, or which ones you want to play as in the next session. And I will assign them now, and you can have a quick look at the character sheets. They're characters that are maxed out on their spellcasting abilities because of the situation you're going to be in. This is a little test run for me to see how the system works, and it's also something a little bit different to shake things up for you guys as well and keep things fresh as well. So you can see what the different eras of Mage potentially could be like.
Okay.
So which one do you fancy? The Spirit Talker? Or you can all... you've got the Spirit Talker, Old Faith, or the Voldemon.
I'm easy. I'll take whatever's left.
Okay.
Being the Viking.
You want to be the Viking?
Yeah.
Okay. So Chris is now the owner of Harrig. Which one do you want, Percy?
Let's be the Faith Druid guy.
Do you want to be Azza, which is the Old Faith guy, or
He wants to be
Zezak?
Edda.
He's said it in chat what he wants.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's Ash? You're the old lady.
So
Yeah.
I can see you as an old lady. I can, yeah.
and then Ash as...
I have the same energy level.
So there's your characters. Have a look at them. Have a look at the character sheets. You'll notice that their magic is maxed out. There are rotes as well. So I do have a rote in a page for the rotes. Give me one
That
moment.
guy looks cool. He's got a crow.
Yes.
Wow.
Chris, you've got some sample rotes for your character in the journal. It's called Dark Ages Mage Votes Voldemon. Adam, you will have one shortly for yours. And then the Spirit Talker for Ash.
The old bitch has got more stamina than me.
You have to browse this.
If you right click, you can open PDF. So if you right click and then open PDF, mate, it will open up. So the next session, it will see you as those characters. Don't worry, your Queen Mab will keep to her word. No harm will come to you. It's just a glimpse of the past, if you like, a mirror where you can.
She's hand down more athletic than I am. She's like,
Wow.
she's got melee ability better than me. She can dodge.
My God, I can summon wolves.
Yep.
What the?
Nice.
Also, the pillars work in the same way as the spheres of magic. So there are small descriptions to each of the pillars that you follow, and it tells you a certain amount of stuff that you can do. So yeah, it's a system that I'm interested in as well. So when one game wraps up, we'll have a discussion and discuss which one we want to do next. So this is like a test. This will be a test run, but I thought it'd be cool and fun to put it into this as well to sort of tie the two together, if you like. But before we wrap up the session,
The north.
I will quickly go through the experience points for you all.
How are you finding out what your character can do? I'm finding nothing particularly.
Go to the rotes.
Well, I went to rotes. For my character.
Oh, roads.
Yeah, so
I
go
haven't
to
even looked at
journal.
his spears yet.
There's nothing particularly descriptive about it. It's just names of rotes. They don't mean anything on their own, I guess.
No, if you go to your journal,
The journal.
then you've got Dark Ages Mage, Rote, Spirit Talkers. And open that up.
Okay.
I'm 87.
Oh yeah, I've got to do this. I forget how you do this. Just click on the Foundry thing again.
Okay.
Just
To
Yeah.
wrap up the session,
It
for
took me
your...
to GitHub.
Shouldn't have done.
Okay. What am I supposed to click?
So
to get
right click the title, then open PDF. And it will come up with your rotes.
Right clicked at the. Oh, I've got you.
Where did you say information on the pillars are? In
That'll be in the book, mate. For Dark
in the
Ages
Mage
Mage.
Ascension.
Yeah.
Dark Age Mage, right?
Was there a number of thingy you just gave us XP?
I haven't done any XP yet for your main characters. I'm waiting for everyone to get ready for that. So when everyone's finished having a look at their temporary characters for next session.
Wait 1 sec. I'm still reading.
Which PDF, Adam? Okay. You're the Old Faith guy. Oh, I thought I'd done that one. Try that. No, it's not the correct one. There we go. That's that one. It should be there because I've got you configured as owner. Try it again, mate. Boiling. Okay, mate, cool.
Isn't it?
Crikey. Right, is everyone ready to get their experience points for their main characters?
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone gets 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, everyone gets 4 experience points for this session.
Okay.
Wow,
Start saving up again.
I don't know if it's. Is it actually getting hotter out there?
I think
It's
so.
21
Feels
degrees
like it.
currently in Boston.
Rain and thunderstorms. Where the fuck is it?
It's meant to be raining right now as well. Not that I'm looking outside.
I don't think it is raining.
Oh, another thing I got wrong.
Okay, so
Service announcement was brought to you by possibly Microsoft.
Can I do that?
Oh, it is getting warm in here actually. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's starting to get kind of warm again. Yeah, quite warm for this time of night.
Yeah. Okay, that's that done. That's that done. I can close that down. And there we go.
Okay, so we're good?
Yep, we're good. And I will catch you guys next time. The next session will be now on the 21st for Warhammer, and then it'll be Adam's adventures, I think, on next Friday. Next week, Friday. A week on Friday night.
Warhammer 21st, Friday 25th, Adam. Yep. Thanks to Adam, we know.
Awesome job, Adam. I sometimes forget to put the pin on myself, so yeah, good. Thank you very much for doing that.
It's really useful.